Live. Lights, camera, action. Here we go. Live from St. Louis Hall. It is NehemiYAH Israel. And on my right is my beloved brother.
Shalom Family. It's your brother Yhwh. You're
You're right. He's a Urielite. Start off early.
Huh?
All right. What it do, y'all? Shabbat Shalom on another blessed Shabbat. Most High allowed us to come together one more time. We got our people, our family in the audience, our push, and we got our sister Bayana.
Shabbat Shalom, family.
Shalomist thouist. If it ain't real, it is real. And we are Israel. All right. Definitely appreciate y'all coming in at the 8 o'clock hour. We don't try to keep you too long, man. What?
We'll be here till 1 o'clock. Right. He's a
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah.
Oh, long winter life. Well, it's the season of the ho, so let's go. So look, man, it's an honor and a pleasure, man, to be here to service, my brothers. Venetians, what, man, bro, when I do see you, bro, you pull up, boy, we're going to have some old Boa lights up in here. Shalom, man, a few shout outs, man. We got OT, you know what I'm saying? 2VI, you got the axe, you know what it do. Aaron Jacobs, Almighty Queen, pull up Shebrew. Who else we got up in here? We got Ak Push over here on our left, Sect of the Nazarene, Shalom, Saraya or Saraya, depending how you want to pronounce it. Queen Things, Proverb 31, blessings to you and your household. Tell your husband we said Shalom. Gilbert Patterson. We got Quinn, Adam. All right, so I can tell by here we got sound. All right, give me a number 7, y'all, if y'all can hear me out there in the land. I can't tell me. Did we used to be able to tell how many people was online so far?
26.
Okay. But it was somewhere in here we used to be able to see.
Yeah. I guess you was something.
All right, man. It'll be all on my computer, man, because it ain't a Mac, man. Yeah. Sure enough, we on a different PC tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? As my brother told me, I'm a PC-alite. New PC-alite. So, yeah, man, we're just going to touch on a few things. We don't keep y'all long tonight. I'm not going to try to. Just go over 10 ways that the Most High proves how much he loves us. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we forget the simplicity. We wonder about all the things we got going on in life. We act like we know what love is. Love is a feeling. Love is an emotion. Warm and fuzzy feelings. It's cotton candy. It's a big button, a smile. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's tall, dark, and handsome with a 6-pack. All these other things are what, my six. Well, I got 8 and impossible. But we're just gonna go through, man, and see one, how many times do he prove he loves us? How many ways he proves he loves us? But I actually listed out 10 things to kind of focus on to show that the Most High loves us, so we can put the question to the side. That's because right. You never know what love is until you have this type of love. Right. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to start off with an opening prayer while we pouring on in. I think we're going to start off in Psalms. 143. You want to start at 143? All right. Well, my brother said Psalms 143 from the Archangel Uriel. Bingo. Shalom, Todd, tell me what it do, bro. All right, the House of Uriel is official in the business. I'm gonna tell your wife, man, we're gonna come and get her iPhone. We should be doing off her iPhone. Boy, that girl iPhone got her bid. Boy, I be sharing her wife. This girl brand new, and she doing better audio and video than we are.
We're struggling with each other. We asking questions like, yeah, bro.
Man, boy, she got the fancy little words showing up, the little plings and all kind of little fancies.
You want me to read the song, bro?
Yep.
All right. So look, we're gonna get this prayer in. Shalom, Poppy of the shoe, woman of the past. Shalom. I push that Shalom, Pop. She brew. I love the little work you started, boy. And look, she jumped out. I be promoting that little work all. That Thanksgiving piece was serious, short, but sweet.
Short but sweet.
Straight to the point. All right, y'all. So you know how we do. We get up. We face toward the east. For everybody's over here in the west. If you up in the north, turn toward the south. You down in the south, turn toward the north. You know how we do.
That's right.
Try to keep everything decent and in order. All right. We're going to start off in that Psalms 143. All right.
You ready, brother?
Yes, we are.
Psalms 143.
Let's get it.
Psalm of David. Hear my prayer, O Lord. Give ear to my supplications. In thy faithfulness answer me, and in thy righteousness. And enter not into judgment with thy servant. For in thy sight shall no man live and be justified. For the enemy have persecuted my soul. He have smitten my life down to the ground. He have made me to dwell in darkness, as those that have been long dead. Therefore is my spirit overwhelmed within me. My heart within me is desolate. I remember the days of old. I meditate on all thy works. I muse on the work of thy hand.
That's right.
I stretch forth my hands unto thee. My soul thirsted after thee, as a thirsty land. Selah.
Selah.
Hear me speedily, O Most High. My spirit faileth. Hide not thy face from me, lest I be like unto them that go down into the pit. Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning. For in thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk. For I lift up my soul unto thee. Deliver me, O Most High, from mine enemies. I flee unto thee to hide me. Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God. That's right. Thy spirit is good. Lead me into the land of uprightness. Quicken me, O Lord, for thy name's sake, for thy righteousness' sake. Bring my soul out of trouble, and of thy mercy, and of thy mercy, and of thy mercy cut off my enemies, and destroy all them that afflict my soul, for I am thy servant.
Hallelujah! Selah!
Yahweh!
That's right. That's right. Woo. Beautiful song, boy. Destroy my enemies. Hold thy judgment. Keep thy loving kindness and mercy about me. Because my enemy has made my soul like it was that went down into the pit, bro. Woo. Hey, look, ain't none of us even deserving of the Lord the Most High, man. I'm talking about you wasn't formed, wasn't created. You was just a thought. And listen, you don't even realize how excellent is that just to be a thought in the Creator's mind. Out of all this time through eternity, he took time to think about you. But then we take that love that he give us and do what? Pee it off. Go around this whole earth, just thinking it's all about me.
Right.
Me, mine. What I get for my birthday. What I get for Black Friday. What I get put on my plate for Thanksgiving. What I'm getting under my Christmas tree for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? How many women I can kiss under the mistletoe, which is poisonous. Right. Hey, man, look, we need to get back into the hands of the Most High ASAP, because listen, we ain't got all day. We can tarry for this thing like we do, but I'm telling you, don't be caught going to sleep in this hour, and then you ain't ready for judgment. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no coming back once you go that way. So take Full liberty. He said, listen, because they did not repent while they yet had liberty to.
Repent, right.
You see what I'm saying? So we're going to jump right into the lesson. We're going to start off in the beginning. Bereshith, in the book of Genesis. We'll start off in 1:26 through 28. Start at the very beginning, the very first chapter, and see how does the Most High prove that he loves us. Let me tell you why he proved that he loves us. Because ain't creation the very definition of love? Think about the children that a lot of us have. I think everybody here is a parent that I know.
Right.
So when you enter into love with yourself and your mate, the fruit of that love is what? Creation. John tells the word was God, the word was with God, right? Christ is that light. That light is that in all men. Everything was made for him, by him. And this is the light that's in all men, right?
Now, going back to what you said,
Creation.
It wasn't about me. It says everything was made for him. So how are we making it about self?
How? How do we make this thing about us? No I's, no me's, no just us's. We's and us's. That's me using the Pope broken English. and butchering it. We's and us's. Uses. All right, y'all. So we're going to start off right here in Genesis 1:26 through 28. Very first book, very first chapter, 26th verse. Let's get it.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 26.
Uh-huh.
And God said, let us make man in our image.
Right there. Do you see the beginning of love just right there? Because don't every person here like to have a child or a seed or fruit of their own loins to look like them? The mamas want their babies to look like them. When they had them pretty little daughters, they want them to have their hair, their face, their features. You know what I'm saying? You know us when we get them little jokers.
Right.
When we look, well, he got nuts. That boy is together. You know what I'm saying? So right in the beginning, we see love. How do y'all feel? How do you feel, Yhwh, when you seen your first son born, man?
Oh man, it was a feeling that was unexplainable, man. It was because like we had our daughter first, and we ended up having a mirror second. So when I saw him, I was like, man, I saw the mirror at the top of the little thing when he was born. So I saw him through the mirror. Right. And just like when he came out, it's like, man, tears just like was in my eyes. And it's like, I didn't want to blink because I didn't want to miss a beat. Man, just looking at him, just like, hell, I'm just like, man, this is my little dude. This is my little mini me. You know, I'm just like, man, this is my guy. Like, what's up? And not to say away from me, listen, because I had a daughter first too, so I do understand what you're saying. So you had your daughter. That's dad's his girl. Right. I mean, that's the softest side of dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all your love just poured out. You know what I'm saying? That's because you kissed mom in her mouth. you was love making. Right. I ain't gonna go corner. But what I'm saying, but when you have that boy, now when mom saw that, man, she was like, yes. And she could teach that baby every bit of her. You know what I'm saying? That first mother, that first all that, you know what I'm saying? The first love, the first image that baby girl will have as a man in her life is her father. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or the lack thereof, because it could be the opposite of that as well. Right. And you should be the first image of what a man should be in her life. And she'll seek that image after that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she won't mimic that and become, the kind of try to take care of a man because mom and dad took care of each other or whatever. But man, when you get that boy, could you imagine? So the Most High said, let there be, you know what I'm saying? The word became flesh and then everything was made thereafter. I can imagine how the Most High was when he's first of his all creation. It's his son. Son, right. That's my boy. That's my man. Right, that's my man. That's my boy. It's my man's in them. Right. That's right. Verse 26 again. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the earth, and over the cattle, and over all the earth. All the what? Earth. Some of the earth. All the earth. Wow. And over every creeping thing
they creeps upon earth.
So the question is, how did the Most High show us that he loves us in this?
He gave us dominion.
Man, so he created us. He did not only did he create us, he created us in his likeness.
Right. And it's in right.
You hear me? Nothing like anything else in his likeness. The creepy things don't have his likeness.
Right.
The cattle don't have his likeness. The earth don't have his likeness.
Right.
Nothing has his likeness but us.
Right.
Even Christ said, didn't it say ye are gods?
Right.
You were made in his image. So you was made in the very image of Elohim. You see what I'm saying? Not only did that, because he is the ruler over everything, he loved you enough to give you rulership.
Right.
I gave you authority over all my creation on this planet.
Right.
Wow.
That's
major love.
Yeah, that's major love. And then it's like how he entrusted them though.
Even to you, you name the animal.
Right, you name it. Yeah,
it's your thing.
Right. I gave it to you, so like you do your thing. That's straight love.
That's straight love. So you was born with what? In the image of the most powerful thing in creation, and given power over creation. Man.
And then look, bro, when you get into that life of Adam and Eve, Satan will tell you what you know what I'm saying, why he got kicked out. You know what I'm saying? It's because of the image was given, he refused to
bow to it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was like, look, why should I bow to him? I was before Adam.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about who came first. It's about who got the image. So you ain't gonna bow down to my image? All right, I'm gonna holler at you later.
Mm-hmm.
Handle your business.
Handle your business, brother.
Hey.
Hey.
Right.
That's my prince.
Right. That's Junior. That's JR.
You see Eliezer, the servant of Abraham.
He had love and favor too.
Right.
And the whole thing is, listen, it's not my place to say who the Most High placed in what order and what way. You know what I'm saying? My job as a creation of the Creator is to obey.
Right.
We have children. We want them to obey who? Us, because we're their what?
Father.
Creator, their fathers and mothers. When we were born and we were the creation, we had to do what?
Obey.
Okay. So look, was that not love? Absolute. See, and that's a mother right there.
Right.
It was absolutely love.
Absolutely. You hear the mama.
You can hear the mama.
Right, it's just so slow, just like
it's absolutely love. That's what it is.
You don't teach them the way.
And listen, that's why it's not in a place for the woman to be the man and the woman. It's not a place for the man to be the woman and the man. It takes both energies to make it, and it takes both energies to raise it.
Yep.
Girls gonna need that portion of their mother. Where I'm saying, this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm telling you just over my experience in life. The daughters need their father's energy in the beginning. In the beginning, they need their father. They need to understand what authority is, what the placement is, how to move within that authority. You know what I'm saying? In that covering. When they become young women, flowered women, you know what I'm saying, in ages of accountability women, they need their mother to teach them how to be good wives, good mothers, keepers of the house. And this is script. I'm not making this up. This is as it is written.
Right.
But it makes sense. That's when they need their mother's energy. Now for the men. Now when the men, when they're younger, they need the nourishment of the mother. They need her first. They need to understand what it is to love a woman, to treat a woman, to see how dad treat and move with his wife. You see what I'm saying? To know how to become that. Then he need that what? Hard knock life from pops. You know what I'm saying? The order that he needs to take in order to take over his house and be order over his house. So it just makes sense.
It's the truth. Just like, man, just for like 1 minute, just like, man, my old dude was killed when I was 5, man. You know, so just I never had a father figure in my life as far as like my mom was never like with a man for a long period of time. Mm-hmm. So it's just like I always saw that, you know, my mom was talking to different dudes or whatnot. So it's just she talked to this dude and this dude and this. So it's like they was never a father figure to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I never had the father figure like actually in my household to live with me. So
did you yearn for that?
Yeah, because like, man, I see everybody else. They grew up with. My friends stay behind me. I see his daddy and mama how they roll. Hey, I gotta go in the house because my daddy said it's time for dinner. Well, my mom said I gotta do my homework. Well, my mom, it was just like, you do your homework. I'd be like, oh no, I ain't had no homework. Okay, that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But she still gave that inside of the house that kind of like love for her children, but we didn't have a father figure in the house. So I yearn for that. So when my homeboy down the street, his daddy was the neighborhood daddy. You know what I'm saying? So he raised the whole neighborhood. So we knew I dare not fight his son because what? Wonderful. I knew I would get in trouble by his daddy. His daddy was just like, look, all y'all my sons. All y'all my sons. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually raised us as his sons. And when he died, bro, no bull crap. As soon as he died, the whole neighborhood was shut down. Now me and his sons, we banging with each other, fighting each other, this and third. But if he was still alive, it'd never happened. It'd never happened because he was the father figure in the whole neighborhood. That was the only family in the neighborhood that had the mama and the daddy in the household. And bro, we got 30 houses on the street. 30 houses, and that was the only house in the neighborhood. And guess what? They was in the middle of the street. Their house was in the middle. So they took care of everybody in the neighborhood.
That show how I used to be in my house, boy. I used to come to my house. Like I remember one time one of my children had somebody wanted to fight, but I had a rule. You want to fight one of mine, I ain't got no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna always see what it is. So I remember one of the children say, well, Mr. Big J, Mr. Big J, I want to fight your daughter. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, y'all can't talk it out. I said, well, look, y'all go over there in the schoolyard. I told you, because I got to try it. Go over there, make sure nobody get it. Hey, win or lose, just come on back home. And that's just what it was, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're going to have those situations. Right. But it was respect. Though. Right. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, most definitely.
You're going to have fights. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. But people need to respect each other. And then once you're done there, you're done there. That's showing my father. Well, I remember one time my older daughter, she said, Dad, everybody on the school bus want to fight me. I said, they do? I said, well, you know you got to go down the street and pick up your sister and your brother from school, right? So we drove down to me, all my peoples, right? So we on the block. We parked across the street, right? So the little girl came around the corner with all her peoples. All her peoples on my daughter. Well, like, ooh. I said, boy, y'all honor me. All y'all for her. Well, here go all her people right here. You want to fight my daughter? Go ahead. And see, my children, I teach them, listen. That rap, ain't nothing out of rap. Listen, if you want to go there, you throw the first blow. Right. I know that's a baby girl. She right there. My daughter ain't said nothing. Go ahead. I don't even want to fight this little girl. I got a police record. And walked on out. It's always mouth. Right. You know what I'm talking about? But it's just funny. Yeah, try the spirit. Try the spirit, bro. Try the spirit. But but it's good. Cause ain't that say it ain't gonna go down. Right. It's just the way it gotta go down. Right. Go ahead. Like I called out, hey, the girl wanna fight my daughter. Throw the first blow, baby. She right there.
The father love though, but it's like the father.
But y'all wasn't finna jump her and let her know she got that love.
Right. You know, so it's just like the love that
and like Big J, your daddy.
Love you have for your daughter though. Just like, look, that's my child. That baby's made in my image.
That's right.
Daddy is hers. So it's like the father has always been around to protect that image.
That's why we gotta be a father to the father.
To the fatherless, it's real. It's real. And we have to be. So we're gonna hit this Psalms 8, 3 through 9. Psalms 8. And these ain't no major liners, you know. Just trying to see how the Most High loved us and gave us dominion. So this is the first one. I'll go ahead and type that in while we're getting ready. Let me get a 9 if y'all got it. Psalms. We're going to go to Psalms chapter 8, 3 through 9. Give me a 9 if y'all ready. I'm going to type the first one. Number 1. He loves us by creation and dominion. I had to look to the side. How you spell dominion? I got it.
Okay.
Ooh, you know they be in Hebrew one time. I'm like, that's my phone. Oh Lord. Shalom to my wife in the room playing police. All right, yeah, go ahead.
Psalms chapter 8, verse 3. When I consider thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars, which thou hast ordained. What is man that thou art mindful of him? And the son of man that thou visited him? but thou hast made him a little lower than the angels.
So that's what we were just talking about earlier about Hashatan, how he was mad. You know what I'm saying? So then this man was made what?
Little lower than the angels, and has crowned him with the glory and honor.
So you had crowned him. That's how you know he loved it. The Most High gave you glory, honor, and honor.
And that's a straight crown.
That the angels got to even deal with you. These are hierarchies, Elohims and Malachims, you know what I'm saying? But they understand that you are my creation. And what I say you are to me, they got to understand that's what it is to me. Respect it. You are given honor and glory.
Thou madest him to have dominion
over
the works of thy hands.
Ooh, listen, man. Did you hear this? The Most High made you to have dominion over the works of his hands. All right.
Thou hast made him to have dominion over the works of thy hands. And thou hast put all things under his feet.
Some things.
All things.
That's how you know the Most High loved you. Not only did he form you and fashioned you in his image, he gave you total dominion and honor in his creation and put all things under you. Do you know his Elohim work for you? Everything in his creation moves around you. I'll let that sink in for a minute. Everything that he put in place
serves you
was for you. Man.
Crazy.
There you go, bro.
All sheep and oxen, yeah, and the beasts of the field, the fowl of the earth, and the fish of the sea, and whatsoever passes through the path of the seas. O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth. All praise.
How have we fallen,
bruh? Just like,
man, you hear that? Say that again. Say a little bit louder.
How have we fallen from that?
How far have we fallen from that? I mean, he broke that straight away. Listen, not just the ox, not the beasts of the field, not just the fowls of the earth, the fish of the seas, but whatsoever passes through the paths of the seas. Every creeping thing, every crawling thing, everything in his creation was given to you. And we done failed. And now what? The heathen has come, who he likened unto what? Nothing.
And you know,
are not even a people to me.
And you know we fell from that because Negroes scared of dogs now.
I bite a dog back. A dog bit me one time. I bit him back.
But for real though, it's the truth. People scared of cats. I got a phobia of cats. I got phobia of spiders. It's like, bro, you got dominion over these things. Right. It's just like, but it lets you know, like, psychologically, how we have lost that connection. Right. We have lost that connection, and that power has been taken from us because of what we went against our God. So, like, we don't have dominion over these things right now. You won't jump down there with a tiger. When you go to the zoo, you don't jump down there. You have thoughts in your head like, man, if I fall down there, boy, it's a wrap. You don't think about breaking your leg when you fall. You think about being eaten by the tiger. So I let you know, it's like we have straight lost that dominion over these animals that he actually gave us dominion over. Crazy.
Then we hit that Psalms 139 while we're in Psalms, and then we'll jump back to Genesis.
Precept to that, Bruce.
You want to bring it out?
A child play on the hole with an ass and this, that,
Eventually, right. It's like we ain't there yet.
What's the precept, bro?
I don't know exactly where it's at. I think it's in one of the lost books. How who was it? Was it Seth that was getting attacked by the wild beast, and Eve ran over there? And you know what I'm saying? She was like, stop doing that. He was like, you know what I'm saying? The beast started talking. He was getting attacked. He was like, I don't know him, but I know you. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sit down.
Because of that, you know what I'm saying? Just to show you how we have fallen, you know what I'm saying, for what we was had. That beast seen that light on Eve.
Understood who she was.
You know what I'm saying? But he didn't see it on self. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's crazy.
So that like if you fall, you have to stay connected to it, because it's like since they had went off going against, the Most High, now he's trying to kill the child. It's like, look, now your sin has went down to the child.
Woo-hoo. Boy.
Crazy.
It just shows there's always been a ripple effect.
Yeah, ripple effect.
It kind of reminded me of that situation with Joseph and Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? When Joseph passed away, the new Pharaoh didn't even know who he was.
Didn't know who.
Well, I don't know who that is. I don't know what this is, but this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
They haven't good because they became too many. Let alone they joined to another nation to overthrow us.
It's a wrap.
Hardship for them.
Yep. Just like look, kill them.
See what I'm saying? So it is. I know what it is with them, but I don't know what it is with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we hit that Psalms 139, then we're going to land back to Genesis 9. So Psalms 139, 13, and 14. Since we're already in Psalms. 139, 13 through 14. And again, we're going over with love is shown through creation and dominion. All right, go ahead, bro.
Psalms 139, verse 13.
Uh-huh.
But thou hast possessed my reins. Thou hast covered me in my mother's womb.
So right there, not only did he create you, and he even covers you in your mother's womb. Remember it said, I even know the numbers in your head before you was even born?
Right.
Man, so many places. So you even have a covering in the womb of your mother. Especially, that should make sense when you understand from Noah to Abraham. He said, I will make a covenant with thee and thy what? Seed. Seed, which is sperm, in the womb. So God's covenant starts at the very microcellular level. That's how much your God loves. He loves you to the molecular level. Keep going.
For verse 14, I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
You are what?
Fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works. And that my soul know it right well.
See right there? So you're beautifully, perfectly, wonderfully made. And even your soul know it right well. So like you said, how far have we fallen now?
Right.
Going back to that Genesis 9, 5, and 6. Genesis 9.
Then, you know, other people, they notice when you fall from, you know what I'm saying, the glory or the grace from the Father. People will start noticing that, like, hey, what them was it Edomites, when they were talking to Job, they're like, nah, bro, you did something. You did something to make the Most High mad. They noticed that because they knew how blessed Job was. You know what I'm saying? So
now, when you study the book of Job and the pseudos, you know what Job did to piss Satan off? He was going around tearing down his idols. Boy, most people don't know that, boy. NehemiYAH had put that out there on Facebook like as a study question. Like, so what did Job do to piss Satan off so much?
everybody flipping pages.
Boy, everybody flipping.
Now here come the test. You go to your mama's house and see that Christmas tree. I bet you ain't gonna chop it down.
Boy, I'm gonna kick a tree of light. Boy, we'll be playing football. Wildcats, football. Hey, look. My family and friends call me a terrorist. I ain't lying, bro. They call me a straight terrorist, bro. You be killing everything for the grandkids. No, I'm saving their souls. Don't save their souls. What? I'm telling you, this is what I'm telling. I can't make this up, man. Exactly.
Because if you love them, you want to tell them to do what is right, what is righteous. You're not gonna reward bad behavior.
That's right.
You know, it don't work like that.
Straight facts.
It was crazy. Wasn't y'all mamas the ones who taught y'all that the word of God was true?
Yep.
Hey, but that's why Messiah say, "What I came to set a father against a son, mother against a daughter."
Yeah.
I agree with that.
It says Matthew chapter 10, and then it's Micah chapter 7. Man's enemy of those of his own household. Hey, look, boy, they call me a terrorist, bro. They be like, don't invite NehemiYAH no birthdays, no pagan holidays. Definitely don't call him for the 4th of July, boy. I'm on record burning flags. I ain't lying, bro. I'm on record burning flags at your crib, boy. Hey, man, look. Hey, look, go. If you on Facebook, friends with me on Facebook, right? My sister put up a post, and I say, "Oh, thanks for the warning. I'm on my way." But my little niece put that little baby out the room and turn back. I said, "That's my favorite little GIF, man." Look, boy, she said, "Oh, here come Uncle Nehemiah. He about to mess it up for everybody, boy." Yeah, man. Boy, everybody be like this. I said, "So y'all practice the pass if you try to eat in haste." Try to eat. Oh, here come Uncle Nehemiah. Oh, Lord, here come Uncle Nehemiah. Lord, he finna turn up everything. Boy, look, I went over to one of my people's house one time, boy, look, and they had a Christmas tree up. And when I say people, you know, we talking, so peoples could be friends, family, you know what I'm saying? So I go to my people's house, I said, "Oh, there go a Christmas tree." Boy, so when I walked up, I took the wreath off the door, threw it in the bushes, walked in the house, you know what I'm saying, talked a little mess. Got ready to leave, I kicked the tree over. The kids said, "Oh, Big J, get out." Daddy kicked me out the crib, bro. The kids straight kicked me out, dog. Hey, boy, the little kids held it on my little butt, boy. I'm telling you, we had a whole big leg and short legs, boy.
They said shots fired.
Man, bro. Hey, boy. Hey, look, if you want to see how addicted your people is to these pagan holidays, go kick a tree down.
I saw him with a pan of macaroni on the floor, and they say, "Steak Happy Thanksgiving again," and next is gonna be the turkey.
Oh, I used to do that too. Throw their food on the floor. Oh, throw the food away. Bro. Hey, bro, I'm gonna go around and do live testimonials, boy. It blow your mind, boy. Every day. Boy, this man is a horror story. Look, I'm telling you, my family called me a terrorist.
You know that little meme on Facebook with SpongeBob getting up like on a tree. All right, I'm out.
I'm out. All right, we out. Here comes Nehemiah. Lock the door. Click, 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 click. Click, click. Say, man, they put a bacon side outside. Bacon. Oh, man. So, I forgot. Genesis 9. Was it 9, 5, and 6?
Genesis chapter 9, verse 5.
That's it.
And surely your blood of your lives will I require at the hand of every beast. Will I require it.
See, that's where you get some of your sacrifices from. This is early on pre-Torah, right? It should have been your blood, but he required the blood because listen, life is in the blood, and that blood is required on the altar. You know what I'm saying? Thus, which leads a type and shadow up to Christ shedding his blood on the altar, because blood was shed. And blood is important because understand when Cain killed Abel, how did the Most High knew that happened? He says blood cried out from the earth. There you go. That's why you're supposed to abstain from eating what? Blood. All right. Go ahead.
And at the hand of man, at the hand of every man's brother, where I require the life of man.
So if that's why you say this is where thou shalt not kill come from. This is dealing back with Cain and Abel and all that. If you kill your brother, I require that from you. If you kill your brother, then I require your life for that man, because that blood was spilled. All right, keep going.
Verse 6, whoso shedded man's blood, by man blood.
Read it
again. Whoso shedded man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed.
See there?
For in the image of God made he man.
That's how important it is. So when you kill another man, you understand you actually really killing the image of God. So upgrade the thing.
I ain't got no pleasure when souls die.
And listen, that's why I hated this. If you hated your brother without cause, you're already a murderer. And does a murderer have eternal life? Not according to the scripture. Because then listen, upgrade your thinking now. Right. Now you understand when you kill a man, you're actually killing the very image of God. Man. Is that something you want on your record? I ain't going for it. So how many jackets you got? Right. Which way is hell, Lord? Hey, be like this. Which way is hell, Lord?
That's crazy though how he put it. It like you said, man, when you upgrade your thinking, man, when you actually meditate on that and actually it would make you be like, I dare not want to kill somebody because that's straight killing the image of God. Like, whoa, if I shed this man's blood, that's the image of God. Woo.
Shabbat shalom, my brother Howard Brown, my Jamaican brother.
It would straight make you be like, nah, I'm cool. What ought do I have against you to make me want to shed God's blood?
Right. To shed and kill his image. Man. To bring his image to naught. Upgrade that even thought.
Right.
Abortion. Spermicides. Pulling out. All that. You are destroying the very covenant and image of God. Who want to do that? You want that on your jacket. You want to go before the creator of all and tell him that I hated you so much I killed your image. Right. Now, that don't deal with judgment. Judgment is killing a wicked act. A wicked act, which father are you serving? Whom are you at that point?
Yeah. Right.
So in that case, you're not killing the image of God.
Yeah, most definitely.
When you committing the judgment that he set forth.
Right. That's his judgment.
That's his judgment.
He set it forth.
You know what I'm saying? You know, coming soon to a class near you.
But you can see why David ain't touched Saul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So especially when the Most High dealing with you or dealing with somebody, you know, I dare not touch that man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they can go spiritual and physically.
Yeah.
What? Death and life is in the power of the what?
Tongue.
So you can say something that like straight kill somebody internally.
Yeah, bro.
They'll never bounce back from what you said to them. So that's why we gotta watch what we say. You know what I'm saying? They go, of course, both ways.
That's what script tell you. Like, man, look, many men that died by swords, but ain't nobody died as much as people by the word.
By that tongue.
By that tongue. Boy, you kill more people by your tongue than by the sword. Just like,
boy, you ever seen the strongest man, boy, become weak when it comes to that mouth? That mouth can set a man on a righteous journey or unrighteous journey. Yep. It can take a man this big and make him this small.
Yep. Turn right.
When the Messiah come back, what proceed out of his mouth? A sword.
A sword, boy.
A sword. Double-edged sword. He gonna be rebuking before he even start whooping anybody. Y'all finna heard what he got to say.
Man.
And then you know that's serious because even when we went to the mount and Most High spoke, and you know what Moses?
Like, you go up there. Right. Moses, you go up there. Right. You send Moses. It's like that's how you know how powerful the word of God or his voice is, to where like you get so shook, you send somebody else. And you men. That's men. You straight men.
You stood by a waterfall before? He says his voice
like many waters.
And so if you ever stood by a waterfall, even though you standing right next to a person, you may not even be able to
hear.
Like what?
Right. So if he's speaking to you like that, he's coming at you.
And you gotta imagine too, at that mount, you got the horns and lightnings and fire setting on top of the earth is quaking.
Man, it's so much things going on during that.
Well, you're in your
it's like, right.
Boy,
only thing you
you about to be an ostrich head in the dirt. Hey, boy,
hey, only thing you can say is straight pray, get on.
Hey, boy, you be like this.
Hey. If you had that spirit in you to even know to do so, because say you one of these non-believers and all this going on around you, but you shook.
Right.
That scared to death.
Boy, everybody had diaper cloths on. But it was in Hebrew diapers at the mount.
Right. Straight men, they straight send Moses. They like, look, you go holler.
Hey, man, you go holler, man.
You go holler at the Lord.
But his hair turned white just from.
Even Moses had to wear a veil. You know what I'm saying? Because he had absorbed so much of the glory of the Most High that Israel, even they couldn't absorb it. Let me go ahead and cover myself up. No. That's how being in the presence. So we're going to hit the second point, right? So the Most High shows us that he loves us. Now listen, this is something else as parents don't even understand. To send your child to die for them people. Mm-hmm. Lord, make me a body, I'll go down. If it's your will. So let's start off in the most famous Bible verse they love to go to. John chapter 3, verse 16.
And he didn't spurn.
No.
The only thing I can compare to that is the mother with her seven
sons.
And all of them took honor in their death. And he thought he was going to get the last one. You don't want that, do you? Well, you don't want that smoke. Man, give me all that honor. Give me all that my brothers before me did. And mama went that way too, you hear me? Let that be a testimony in Israel forever. All right, so we at John chapter 3, verse 16 and 17. And then because I read this right, I'm going to have to do a little cleanup of what it really means. So, all right. So John chapter 3, verse 16.
John chapter 3, verse 16. But God so loved the world.
Say it like you mean it, brother.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son.
That he gave his only begotten son.
That whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
Your wife is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
Don't judge me, y'all. All right, go ahead.
Verse 17. But God sent not his son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved.
See right there, God loves everybody. The whole world. So now, because we went there, we got to do Hebrew cleanup on this one, man. Because John 3:16 is the most overread, less understood verse in the Bible.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So we're going to find out who this world is, and we're going to go through this and see what world is he talking about. Because listen, you call this the new world, that's the old world. You got the animal kingdom, you got man's kingdom, you got the plant kingdom, you got all these other worlds. So, you already know we're going there. We're going to hit that Acts chapter 2, 21 and 22 first. Acts chapter 2. This is called Hebrew cleanup. But we need to understand that God did love the world so much. And we're going to learn who this world is. Right? Remember, if we read in Matthew 1 and Luke, it tells us that he was here sent to save his people from their sins. Right? Be this whole world mindset, because the scriptures have to make sense. Right. Because remember, he reputed those other people from Adam as what? Nothing. All right. All right. Hey. Hold on. All right, hey, you got the notes? I gotta tell you, my wife was just in a car accident. Okay. So yeah. You got the notes?
Yeah, I got the notes.
Yeah. We're John. Right on, bro.
Yeah, bro. Handle your business, brother.
Ain't most gonna be good. But baby, I don't right now.
Yeah, Shalom Family. We'll pray for your brother NehemiYAH. He just got news that he said his rib just got into a car accident, family. I'm trying to.
You got the notes?
Yeah, I got the notes. So we're gonna pick up where bro left off. Let me find his notes that he sent me real quick, family, and then we'll get back to it.
Terry for your brother.
Let me see my glasses.
$17 grand. All right, here.
You good, bro? You need some?
Y'all got this?
Yeah, we got you. You need something?
No,
Sure.
hit and run.
Oh man.
I mean, it's all good. We got full coverage though. So,
Right.
I mean, she alive. That's all.
Man, all praises.
I'll be back. No, I got everything I need.
Okay. So what was
We get John 3:16 going to Acts chapter 2. We'll do 21 through 22. And push them to see these notes so you'll be able to follow along too.
Okay.
Yeah, but man, one thing is enough.
Brother. My prayer is definitely going up.
We're gonna go to hold that thought, family. Instead of going to Acts 2, 21 through 22, we're gonna go to Isaiah 45:17, and then we'll jump back to John 17. We're gonna go back a little bit.
Get some understanding on who this world.
It's already right there anyway.
Okay. Okay.
In the precepts.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hold the notes up on this end. Okay. Y'all praises, sisters, A-OK. It's just a little hit and run. All praises, she okay. The Most High always protects. Remember that. The Most High always protects. So we're gonna yeah, so going back to what bro was saying, it's like they always go to John 3:16 to say that God so loved the world, that he loved everybody.
And they stop right there.
And stop right there. Which this black?
Yeah, it's the one I got for the car. Keep the box. The box, I think is not the power cord, to the computer.
To the charger.
To the charger. Sorry about this, everybody.
No, it's all good, bro. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go to Isaiah 45, verse 17.
Got some nines when you get there, family.
Put some nines in there when everybody get there.
See who this world is that the Most High loves so much.
Yeah, but bro, with your brother, I'm trying to see how bro broke down all his categories or whatnot. So we got it though, family. We got it. All right, we got Lamb Book of Life. Shalom, my sister. Talk to my sister today. Come on with it, bro.
You ready?
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 45.
Let me get one more 9. I only see 1 9 in there. Put some 9s and everybody get there. Isaiah 45, verse 17.
Isaiah 45, verse 17. But Israel,
but who?
But Israel shall be saved, and the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
What?
With an everlasting salvation.
We just read that the Messiah died so that he would not condemn the world, but what? That through the world through him might have what? Everlasting life. Come on.
Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded. World without
confounded what?
World without end.
Right. So this is the world that the Most High is talking about.
That's right.
Israel is that world that he's talking about.
That's right. Not every nation. Not no.
Not everybody in this whole wide world.
Right.
Like, no, Israel is the world that he's talking about.
Right.
Come on. Hold it up. We're gonna go to Hebrews chapter 1, verse 2. Hebrews 1 and 2.
That's a very big misconception.
Right. And then another thing what they teach people that the law is done away with, right? So we're gonna hit this Acts 3, verse 18 really quick.
Acts 3.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Acts chapter 3, verse 18 real quick. Before we go to the Hebrews 2, Acts 3 and 18.
Throw some nines when y'all get there, family. Acts 3 and 18.
And we're just gonna one line it real quick.
Right. Hey there.
Yeah, come on with.
Acts chapter 3, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
But those things which Yhwh before had showed by the mouth of all his prophets.
Right, by the mouth of all his prophets, right? We got Isaiah, Jeremiah, right? We got all these different prophets, right?
Right.
Come on.
By the mouth of all his prophets,
right?
That Christ
right.
should suffer.
That who?
Christ should suffer. He hath so fulfilled.
That's what he fulfilled. Not the law is done away with it and the law is fulfilled. That's what he's fulfilled.
That's right.
Coming and being a sacrifice for Israel.
That's right.
God so loved Israel that he sacrificed. When he gave something, he gave a sacrifice. When God so loved the world, he sacrificed his only begotten son, Christ. That's how much he loves you. He sacrificed his son.
That's right.
And it said he was what? Well pleased. He was pleased in it.
Woo.
God, your God was pleased in his son being sacrificed for you. Why? So we can get back to the Father. And it was well pleased in Christ because guess what? He came and did the work for his Father so we can turn back to the Father.
Right. And again, it's life in the blood.
Right.
That brother shedded his blood. And that's why the Father was pleased. You know what I'm saying? Again, blood covenants. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know when things are really, it's really about that action. Are you gonna do it? All right, we gotta make some type of covenant. You know what I'm saying? You know how they do on movies.
Right.
Prick your fingers.
Right.
Sign the contract with blood. We know it's real. Why? Because it's life in the blood, and the Son shedded his blood for Israel.
All right, we're gonna go to John chapter 15, verse 12 through 13. John 15, 12 through 13. Yhwh loves you and sent his son to die for you.
That's right. That's 15 and 13. You'll get some nines when you're there, family. John 15 through 13. I'm tripping, John.
Yeah, John 15. Yeah, John chapter
15 verse 13.
Yeah, now we're gonna start on verse 12.
Verse 12.
Now we're gonna start on verse no. We're gonna start in verse we're gonna start on verse 8.
Verse 8.
Yeah, John chapter 15. We're gonna start on verse 8.
John chapter 15, verse 8.
All right. Now start on verse 7. Come on.
Verse 7. If ye abide in me.
If ye what?
If ye abide in me.
Right.
And my words abide in you. Ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you.
Like, do we really believe that? Whatever you ask for, it shall be done. If these words that he speak abide in you.
Right.
Come on.
Verse 8. Herein is my Father glorified.
Right.
That ye bear much fruit.
That you what?
Bear much fruit.
Now get rid of fruit.
Bear much fruit.
Right.
So shall ye be my disciples.
Right. He said, look, you are my disciples if you what? Follow me. If my words reside in you and you bring forth fruit.
That's right.
Come on.
As the Father have loved me.
As the Father what?
As the Father hath loved me.
Come on.
So have I loved you.
So have I loved you. He said, look, just like the Father loved me.
That's right.
So have I loved you. This is the Messiah talking to Israel saying, I love you.
Woo.
This is the Messiah saying, just like the Father loves me, I love you. Come on.
Continue ye in my love.
Continue in my what?
Love.
Continue in my love. How do you continue in the love? Come on.
Verse 10. If ye keep my commandments.
Keep what?
If you keep my commandments.
He said, look, if you keep my commandments, look how much authority that the Father has given the Messiah.
That's right.
He said, if you keep my commandments. We got the 10 commandments, and we got the Messiah on record saying, keep my commandments.
That's right.
I and my Father are what? One. If you look at me, you see who? The Father.
That's right.
The words that I speak are what? From the Father.
That's right.
He said, if you keep my commandments, remember, hey, look, he got dominion over all these evil spirits, right? This is the Messiah. He got dominion what? Over the earth.
In my love, even as I have kept my
come on,
spoken unto you,
right?
That might remain in you.
Come on,
and that your joy might. This is my commandment.
This is what?
This is my commandment.
So now we got the Messiah's commandments. Come on.
One another.
That you hate one another.
That you love one another.
Come on.
As I have loved you.
He said, look, my commandments, right? You got the Father's commandments. These are my commandments.
That's right.
You love one another. Just like I love you, you love one another.
That's right.
Come on.
Greater love hath no man than this.
Come on.
That a man lay down his life for his friends.
He said, look, no greater love than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Didn't he tell the Pharisees that? What did he say? I lay my life down.
Right.
And I could bring my life back up. Come on.
Ye are my friends.
Ye are what?
My friends. If ye do whatsoever I command you.
He said, look, you are, this is how you know you his friend. It just, can y'all hear us? Because you may guess, he said, is it just man or bad service?
Let's see.
Hey, put some sevens in the room if y'all can hear us. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, put some sevens in the room if y'all can hear us. Okay.
We good.
It might be on your end, NehemiYAH. I don't want to destroy your name. It might be on your end because I can hear it on this end. But yeah, it says no greater love than this, than a man lay down his life for his friends.
That's right.
The Messiah laid his life down for us, and he called what? Us his friends, if we abide and keep the commandments of God. That's and abide in his word.
And today is the exact opposite.
Right.
You got people that'll tell on you in a heartbeat versus laying their life down. Right. Because it's all about me, and not us. That's love.
It's like, look, laying your life, you got so many different aspects of laying your life down. Just like, look, he laid his life down physically and spiritually. It's just like, do you lay your life down for your brothers and sisters or for your rib each and every day? Like, you want to do this, but they like, I need you to do this. That's an example. Like, you know what? I'm going to put whatever I got to the side. I got you. That's laying your life down for somebody. Somebody say, bro, I need you to pull up on me and take me here. You're like, man, I need to go to the store and get this. You know what? Hey, I got you. I'm on my way. It's like you're laying your life down, whatever you have to do for your brother or for your sister. It ain't about me, or I. It's about we.
We. That's right, brother.
It's about us.
Verse 15. Henceforth, I'll call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth.
Right.
But I have called you friends.
I have called you what?
Friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you.
Man, that's deep. He said, whatever my Father told me,
I'm letting
y'all know right now. I mean, look, we done did that when we was kids. Like, look, whatever your daddy done told you, you couldn't wait to tell your friend down the street, like, yeah, look, my daddy told me this.
That's right.
And you showing your friends all these things that your daddy have taught you. You couldn't wait to show them this because of what? They was your friend. They was in your mind. This is how you know them are your friends. Like when as soon as your daddy or your mama tell you something, the first people you think about is them. It's like, you know, I can't wait to tell them.
Right.
Them your friends.
Them your friends.
If that person pops inside your mind, that's your friend.
That's right, bro.
You hold it there. That's what you got for that.
Okay.
All right, family, we're gonna go to 2nd Ezra chapter 6. This section is section 3. Yahweh loves you because he chosen you.
2nd Ezra chapter 3.
Yes, 2nd Ezra chapter 6.
6. What verse?
It's at 54.
54.
Yeah, I think that's what it say.
Go back to
Bear with me, family. I think he had a typo somewhere.
Let's see. It says 2nd Ezra. Hold on.
All right, look, we just gonna hold the 2nd Ezra, family. We're gonna go to Ecclesiasticus 17, chapter 17. We're gonna start in verse 17. Get that 2nd Ezra. I don't know where bro trying to start with that.
Okay.
I don't want to butcher the lesson, so
Right.
we just gonna go to Sirach chapter 17, verse 17. Tell me for your brothers, we trying to get everything situated, but we got it.
Still gonna go for it.
It's still gonna go forward. We just don't want to butcher it.
Right. 17 and 17.
Yeah.
Throw some 9s in there when you get there, family. On that Sirach. 17, 17.
She said that's the one.
What?
All right, well, we're gonna go back to once we finish here, we'll go back to 2nd Ezra chapter 6. We're gonna go to Sirach 17, 17. I'm gonna share the screen real quick, family. So bear with your brother. I think this is right here. Okay, share screen. Sirach 17, verse 17. Come on with it, bro.
All right. Sirach 17, verse 17.
Right.
I'm gonna read this slow. For in the division of the nations,
Come on.
of the whole earth,
Of the who?
of the whole earth,
Come on.
he set a ruler.
He said a what?
A ruler over every people. But Israel is the Lord's portion.
It's the whose portion?
Lord's portion.
He said, look, Israel is the Lord's portion. It's division amongst all nations of the earth, but right. Israel, out of all the people of the earth, Israel is his portion.
That's personal.
That's his portion. Like, look, everybody got their own portion. He said, look, but that's mine. That's mine.
Mine. That's mine. Don't nobody touch it. That's mine right there.
That's mine right there. Right.
You go in the kitchen and you see the father's cup.
Right.
That's the father's plate. Don't touch it.
Don't touch my plate.
That's mine.
Straight up. That's just like when you got people who got dogs and they breed dogs and they got the puppies. They said, look, the first, that one mine.
Yep, they call it out.
That portion, this puppy right here, that's mine.
Before it's even ready to leave his mother.
Before it's ready to leave, right? That's mine. Eyes ain't even open yet. That's mine right there. Go ahead, sis.
As a mother, when I walk into the room, it's like that one right there. That one is me.
Right. Yep. Don't touch. Don't nobody touch. You holler at me.
You come holler at me. Yeah. You know how it is. Your kids in school. You just like, look, the teacher. Hey, look, you. Whatever you saying to these kids, hey, that's whatever. But this one right here, that's mine. If you want to holler, hey, you come holler at me.
So Trent, we in Sirach, that Ecclesiasticus.
It should have shared. I shared it on the screen.
Oh, okay. I was asking what book we in.
Oh, yeah, Sirach chapter 17. It should be up on the screen, fam. I had shared it.
Pete, that's right. We his big piece of chicken. That's right.
Right. We the big portion. That's right. Yeah, we that big piece. Right. Come on with it. Verse 18.
verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Whom
Mm-hmm.
being his firstborn.
Right. Israel is his firstborn.
That's
Come
right.
on.
He nourished with discipline.
With what?
With discipline.
With what?
With discipline.
Come on. We get the whooping.
That's right.
We get discipline. When we go off, we get whooped.
That's right.
All right. What chastisement? Look, all the chastisement that we get from the Lord, why is it? Because he what? He loves you.
That's right.
That's why you get that butt whoop. You wondering each and every day, like, man, why me? What have I done? Just like because it's something you done, I'm whooping you for it.
And then when you get whooped, what do he tell you? No, don't sin no more.
Hey, sin no more.
That's you getting your butt whooped. Straight up. And getting the correction.
It's very like humbling and very pleasing at the same time. Cause you like, look, all praises, I'm getting a whooping by the Most High because let me know that He loves me.
Yeah. And
put you back on the right path. Like, look, when you go off that path, He whoop you until you get back on that path. Trust me, I know. And if you, I know. Hey, look, trust me, I'm speaking from experience. I understand and I know.
That's right.
I know what it is about going, just like David's, just like, look, I almost slipped off the path. I was almost gone, but that discipline, that whooping, bring you back to that right path. That's how much love He has for Israel, for you.
Right.
He gives you discipline.
Right.
Shows you how to get it right.
That's right.
If you heard and you're wrong, hey, look, repent, turn back to me. I got you.
Right.
But don't be getting your butt whooped and be complaining about it.
Right.
Or I'll leave you in that darkness.
And you know, one of them options was David to fall by his enemies. But David chose what? To get whooped by his father.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather get whooped by my father all day.
Because, you know, love gonna come. It's gonna be some type of mercy and love within that whooping.
That's right.
And He doing it for a cause.
For a reason. To get you together.
Right.
Come on.
Verse 18 again. Whom being his firstborn.
Come on.
He nourisheth with discipline.
Come on.
And giving him the light of his
what?
The light of his love doth not forsake him.
It says the light of His love do it not forsake him.
That's right.
And we know the light is what?
Christ.
It's Christ. Love is what? Keeping the commandments. It says do not forsake Him.
He giving you the way and the love.
Man, all day long. Like, look, the Messiah is the light.
That's right.
He's the light of the whole body. Come on with it.
Next verse.
I think that's it for that.
That's it for that. Yeah. We're going back to Second Esdras.
Yeah, Second Esdras. Let me make sure this right. She said it was right. Second Esdras chapter 6:54. Oh yeah, that's right, because that's when he's going to Second Esdras
54.
Yeah. Second Esdras.
Second Esdras chapter 6 verse 54.
Second Esdras chapter 6 verse 54. We're gonna start with 53.
Type some nines when you get there, family. Second Esdras 6 verse 53. Got some nines yet?
I don't know, bro. I ain't even in the.
I can look.
Let's see.
Oh,
yeah, we there. Right. I'm going back, family.
Second Esdras chapter 6, verse 53.
Come on.
Upon the 6th day, thou gavest commandment unto the earth.
Unto the who?
Unto the earth.
Come on.
That before thee it should bring forth beasts, cattle, and creeping things.
Come on.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord.
Whom he made his what?
Lord of all thy creature.
Come on.
Of him come we all.
Right.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And look, all the people who the Most High has chosen came through Adam. He's the first Adam.
That's right.
Come on.
All this have I spoken before thee.
Come on.
O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Made it for what?
Our sakes.
He made the world for Israel's sakes.
For
our sake.
Ooh.
Come on.
Verse 56. As for the other people.
For the who?
For the other people.
Come on.
Which also come of Adam.
Come on.
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
They are something.
Nothing.
Everything.
Nothing.
He said they are nothing.
Woo.
Ooh. Come on.
But be like unto spittle.
Spit.
Come on. Oh my God. And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So look, these other nations have nothing. Nothing.
They are not a people.
Or they are what?
Not a people.
He said they are not a people.
Boy.
But Israel is his what? Portion.
Man.
Say, look, these other people can't compare to you. Nowadays, our people want to be like the other nations so bad. It's like, why is that? Even Malcolm X, he even said it. He said, look, don't be like them, because as soon as you try to be like them, you Negroes are going to forget everything.
Right.
You're going to forget that that's your brother. Now he become what? Your competition. We used to straight roll with each other. I look through thick and thin. You getting bit by a dog? Hey, I'm out there with you.
Right.
They spray you down with a hose. I'm out there with you. I'm front line with you. We gonna march down here together. We got each other back. We walked with each other. Hey, forget that bus. We'll walk.
Right.
It is what it is. But nowadays, soon as
gotta get mine, you gotta get yours.
Straight up. It's like now. It's like now we become in competition with one another. Oh, he got a nice jacket. I want the jacket, but his blue. Mine's going to be black. Mine's should have Kwame Yasharala down this sleeve, and my fringe is gonna be looking like a woman draped skirt or wedding dress or something. It's like we tripping. We want to be like them so bad. But the crazy thing is, guess what? They want to be like us.
They want to be in your spot.
Man, they want to be in, man, look, they want to be like us so bad, but we want to be like them. It's like, when are we gonna see these other people trying to be like the Most High's what portion, his chosen people? Quit trying to be like them.
They convinced us to try to be like them when they actually stepped into the role and portrayed themselves to the world as us. They stole our identity, and we believe it.
Right. And
that's right. And yeah, hey, but it's like we straight believe, like I said, it's like that they us. Man, it's like that psychosis is real.
But this the crazy thing about that. You can tell it's all carnal, because if they want to be us so bad, then they'll do what? Keep the laws and statutes of our Father.
Oh yeah. Look, so they want to be us until their time come. Oh, what I gotta do? What? Oh no.
Till they figure out they gotta. Fast for certain days.
Straight up. Or move to the city. It's like, look, man, look, they want to be you until they see, like, look, well, I gotta live in a projects. I gotta have rats running around my crib. All this, I gotta go through discipline.
Again.
Oh no, I gotta afflict my soul.
I gotta clean my own toilet.
Right. Oh no.
I gotta cook my own food.
I'm cool.
We gotta season our food too.
Right.
You know, they don't season. They cook their chicken in water. You know what I'm saying?
That's their boiled chicken.
They don't boil it.
I was doing a private duty case yesterday, and the woman, she was like, "Well, we're Orthodox Jews, and I have to get ready for the Sabbath. Do you know what that is?" I said, "Yes, I do."
Right.
Well, our kitchen is kosher. Do you understand that? Yeah, I do. Well, where do you know that from? I could have said, because I'm getting
right. Because I'm the portion.
Right.
Because straight up, because I do. I know. Right. Like, why you knew?
Right.
Because y'all what? Stole our identity.
Right.
Well, we usually have our head covered. I say, my head covered.
Right.
Well, we usually, don't you see I'm the same way? Is that what it is, that you actually see? You see me.
Right.
Everything you call yourself pointing out.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna tell me about me? I ain't one of them.
Right.
Exactly. What it is, you came in there, she saw that threat. She was just like, oh no, something different about her.
And then all of a sudden, she just started bowing down to everything that I said because I wasn't engaging like that.
Oh, praise it.
Get me. And she just started questioning me about, well, how do I do this and how do I do that? And at first, it was like he was trying to talk down to me. And
And Most High said, well, I make your enemies your what? Footstool. That quick. The script and manifested that quick. Boy, she was in there like, yeah, do you know, well, how do you know this? Where do you know this from? Then it was just like, so, okay, so how do you do this? Then, okay, so when is this your Bible? So we've been doing it wrong. Okay, so, yeah.
That's right, Lamb's
humble yourself.
Off life.
Man,
they love stirring. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
They like stirring because obviously
it's that
they
light.
know.
Yeah, they know,
that
man.
Light,
they see that light.
Come on now. They know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Now she just tried to educate you. But when your light shine,
educated her.
You know what I'm saying? But what? Revelations 2:9, 3:9. Come on now. They try to be like you. They the synagogue just say. You know what I'm saying?
Come on with it. Where we at? 2nd Ezra 6. We're at verse 57. Come on.
Verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen. Say that again. These heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords.
Have begun to be what?
Lords.
Have begun to be what?
Lords over us. And to devour us.
Now look.
Sound like Deuteronomy 28.
It's like, look, if you go back to verse 54, it just said Adam was the Lord over all the creation. 57 said these heathens are lords over us. Look how quick we have lost that connection. That quick. Just like in a blink of an eye. Just like, look, he just said Adam is the Lord over the earth and your creation. But now these heathens are lords over us.
Right.
Why?
Right. And Lord means master, which means they teaching us everything that we know. You know what I'm saying? Adam was the ultimate, was the teacher back then. You know what I'm saying? He the one that named the cattle. You know what I'm saying? Named Eve. Now we trust in what they say. Why? Because they lord over us. We gotta learn from them and teach it wrong.
The oracles of God is with who?
With Israel.
That's right. That's right.
And they said devours to kill.
To kill.
Man, look, they kill us each and every day, and they get away with it. Right.
But they say, where this cross?
Yeah.
They say, oh, we accept everybody.
Yeah.
No.
And they try to make it seem like it's lawful to kill us. You know what I'm saying? And according to the laws of the land, you get sick, you got to go where? To a hospital. You leave out the hospital sicker than what you came in there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
see it every day. And then it's like our people need to stop taking the hush money.
Exactly.
Once you take the hush money, it's like murder she wrote. That case is closed. Soon as they tell you, like, look, we know we can kill Lil Ray down the street, but we gonna give y'all $6 million
right
in damages, and then you never had that kind of money in your life. You like $6 million. You know I can do. I bet. And then you sign it. They give you the check. They play with everybody else's emotions in the world. You already know. You done already got the check. That's your hush money.
Right.
Everybody else in the world waiting on the trial. You already know they finna get found not guilty. They gave you the money, but we get roused up in the spirit as soon as they not guilty. Oh, it's time to go to war. Now we getting mad and ready to kill them and all this and that and the third getting riled up. It's like, look, he was already written that they finna devour us. Written that they gonna kill us in the streets and be found not guilty.
Right.
It's written.
Right.
Again. When are we gonna turn back to our God?
Right.
The firstborn. Right. When we gonna turn back to our Father?
Right.
Not during the time of your trouble. Always turn back to him.
Right.
Come on with it, bro.
You can precept this with Deuteronomy 28. It say what? We gonna be made low. They gonna be made high. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be the borrower. Right. Yeah. We got to look for them. You know what I'm saying? But
come on with it is,
bro.
Verse 58.
Verse 58. But we, thy people,
come on,
whom thou hast called thy firstborn,
come on,
thy only begotten,
what?
Thy only begotten,
come on,
and thy servant and thy fervent lover,
and our what?
Fervent lover,
come on,
are given into their hands.
Given into what?
Their hands.
Come on.
If the world now be made for our sakes,
come on,
why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
Come on.
How long shall this endure?
How long shall this endure?
Oh my God.
Until what? Until the Messiah comes back.
Right.
So look, we got to go through this until the Messiah comes back. We still doing it to this day.
Right.
And look, we are those children. We
right.
are the children. Come on.
That's it for that.
Oh yeah, we keep getting our whoopings. Hey, but look,
whooping.
These whoopings for the straight turn into what? Spiritual blessings.
Spiritual blessings, brother. That's why we got to stack our treasures
up in the heavens.
Because we don't know what's to come. What scriptures say, we don't know what Christ looked like, but we know we're going to be just like him and look just like him. And again, who he looked like? The Father.
Come on, we got Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6 to 8.
Deuteronomy chapter 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6 through 8. And this still in the section of Yahweh love because he chosen us. Loved you because he chosen us. I'm destroying it. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6 through 8.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. Throw some nines when we get in there, family. That's right, NehemiYAH, my rib. She brought out that Zechariah 11. Whose possessors slay them? They possess us right now.
Right.
So it's gonna be a reversal in captivity.
That's right.
Oh, now.
I like that one scripture that say you got the servants riding on horses and the horses walking beside it.
Right.
And that's how I felt when I was doing the private duty for these Orthodox Jews.
And that same scripture, he said, I see a horrible sight.
Right.
Man.
A horrible. I see princes as servants and servants as princes. We got some nines. Deuteronomy chapter what?
7 verse. I'm gonna start verse 6.
Deuteronomy 7 verse 6.
That's right. This remember, family, still in the section of Yahweh love you because he chosen you.
That's right. This is one of my favorite scriptures, boy. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
Or who?
Unholy people.
What does holy mean?
Set apart, brother.
Set apart people.
You are set apart people.
Come out of her what? My people.
My people.
So you won't take on to her plagues. Come on.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Come on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
Yeah, who?
A special people.
Come on.
Unto him. Himself. Above all people.
Some people.
All people.
Majority people.
Above all people.
He said above all the people.
Woo.
Come on.
That are upon the face of the earth.
Come on.
The Lord did not set his love upon you.
Said his what?
Did not set his love upon you.
Come on.
Nor choose you because you were more in number than any people.
And remember, we had numbers. Right?
Right. And real quick, again, this don't sound like the Lord loved the world. If he got to set apart people to be above everybody in the world. Come on now.
Come on.
For ye were the fewest of all people.
Come on.
But because
minority, come on.
But because the Lord loved you.
Because the Lord what?
Loved you.
Come on.
And because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers.
Right.
Have the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand.
With a who?
A mighty hand.
With his right hand.
Right hand. And redeem you out of the house of bondage.
Right.
Bondman. from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
So look how much love that he had for us when Moses, but look how everything straight like played out. Like Moses got the commandments of God, went back to Egypt to get his people. All right. When he got his people, brought them from Egypt, showed them all the miracles, right? Split the sea, went through the sea. Sea came back.
The water ain't even touched them.
Didn't touch them at all. But it's like so much love that he had for these people to bring them from bondage, to give them freedom. They was in bondage for so many years. And he trying to give them straight physical freedom and spiritual freedom. But they were so connected into the world. They wanted to go back into Egypt. Because this is all, Egypt was all that they knew. They loved Egypt. They loved Egypt. But it's like, look, the Most High loved y'all so much that he took y'all from Egypt. But you wanted to go back. That's like a spit in the face. Super spit in the face. It's like, so the question get put on the table, just like, look, you see the love that he showed for us. Like, do we really love him? Like, that's the question. That's the question. Do we really love the Father? Those that love me, what? Keep my laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
They was given the commandments and they wanted to go back to law breaking. If you look at it for what it is, they wanted to go back to law breaking. Wanted to go back to getting whooped by Pharaoh, worshiping all these other deity. They had, 400 some different gods in Egypt? And the crazy thing is this, like, this is Egypt now. So now you see the mirror image of why our people do not want to come up out of Egypt. They so spiritually connected and so connected to everything else except their creator. They don't want to pull from it. You can show these people all day, hit them upside the head all day, what we should and should not be doing. But the first thing they say, well, somebody in my family was a pastor and I ain't trying to hear all that. It's like, look, I'm not coming to you with that kind of mindset.
My mama was a Christian. My daddy was a Christian. I'm a Christian.
It's like, no, look, not coming to you with that kind of mindset. Just like, okay, they was a Christian. Okay. We ain't Christians, we Hebrews. I'm trying to show you what thus says the Lord. What's so good about America that you don't want to let go? What is it? Like, you have to deny self in order to receive the Messiah.
We want to worship their gods like Christmas. And the whooping is being next month. You can't pay your electric, gas, rent, all of that. I don't understand why you saying this for the kids, but the kids don't pay me.
Exactly. It's like, when we gonna start making excuses?
And the problem is we want somebody to reign Lord over us. You know what I'm saying? Give us a king.
Yeah, give us a king. Yeah.
But But the crazy thing about it is, when the Most High told Moses, if you set somebody to be king over you, let it be within the midst of your brothers. And at that time, it wasn't no king. So he already knew that y'all gonna ask for somebody to reign over you. And then when he let us choose our king, who we go? We went off the looks.
Right. Oh,
he tall. He
big.
He's strong.
Right. He finna be.
And that didn't work out. Lord say, you know what? Get back. I got it.
Right.
There go the new king of Israel.
Right. I won't look, bro.
Somewhere always where we not looking at. The Most High is always looking. You know what I'm saying? It's always best to be the outcast. Go right. See a lot of people go right, man. Go left.
Go left. Be the black sheep.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, ain't nothing wrong with being a black sheep.
Boy.
Hey, it is what it is.
All right.
So look, this section is called Yhwh keepeth thee in balance. Bro, I got just one script. 1 Samuel chapter 2, 6 through 9. 1 Samuel chapter 2, 6 through 9. Yhwh keepeth thee in balance.
First Samuel chapter 2. Gonna start at verse 6. Type some 9s, family, when you get in there. Let us know if you get some understanding too, family. If we talking too fast, we moving too fast, you don't got to understand, let us know. First Samuel chapter 2.
Yeah, First Samuel chapter 2, so verse 6.
Start verse 6. First Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord killeth.
He what?
The Lord killeth.
Come on.
And maketh alive.
Come on.
He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
Come on.
The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich.
Right.
He bringeth low and lifteth up.
Come on.
He raiseth up the poor out of the dust.
Come on.
And lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill.
Come on.
To set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory.
Make them to inherit the what?
The throne of glory.
Come on.
For the pillars of the earth, or the Most High.
Come on.
And he hath set the world upon them.
And that's all balance. Like that's it. That is a balanced scale.
That's right.
You got the rich, you got the poor. Like kill it, make it alive.
That's right.
Like bring it down and bring it up. So like everything is everything. Yeah, the Lord is in control in everything, and everything with the Most High is balanced.
Right.
It's never unbalanced.
Right.
It's never unbalanced with the Most High. So you can never be unbalanced in what? In your judgment.
Right.
Always have a righteous judgment. Never had to respect the persons in what? In judgment. Right. Most High does everything in balance. If it tilt too far to her, it's an unbalanced scale.
Right. He give it again. He's in control of everything, and what he doing, he trying to give everything to you, but you too hard headed to even want to listen. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense in the world, man.
Come on.
Oh yeah,
verse 9.
Verse 9. He will keep the feet of his saints.
Come on.
And the wicked shall be silent in darkness.
Come on.
For by strength shall no man prevail.
All right, we're gonna hold it there.
That's right. Order.
Lost in sin, he made. This section is called "Lost in Sin." He made us alive in His Son.
Woo. Verse. Chapter.
We're going to Ephesians chapter 2. We're gonna go to 5 through 6. Lost in sin, He made us alive in His Son.
You said Ephesians chapter 2. What verse we starting at?
5 through 6. Ephesians chapter 2, 5 through 6, family. Ephesians chapter 2.
Type some 9s when y'all get there, family.
Ephesians.
All right, we got some 9s. Ephesians chapter 2, start at verse 5.
Right.
Even when we were dead in sins,
right,
hath quickened us together with HONORANDHUMILITY. By grace ye are saved.
Come on.
And have raised us up together.
Have raised us up what?
Together. And made us sit together in heavenly places in HaMashiach Yahshua. Woo. That in the ages to come, he might show the exceeding riches of his grace and his kindness toward us through HaMashiach Yahweh Shah.
Come on. Verse 8.
For by grace.
For by what?
For by grace.
For by what?
For by grace. Are ye saved through faith.
You are saved through what?
Faith.
So by grace ye are saved through faith. You see how they go hand in hand.
Woo.
Through grace, you're saved through faith.
Yeah.
Come on. Continue.
And that not of yourselves. It is the gift of Yahweh.
Come on.
Not of works.
Not of what?
Not of works.
Not of what?
Not of works. Lest any man should boast. Keep going. Verse 10. For we are his workmanship.
Right.
Created in Hamashiach Yahshua unto good works, which Yahweh hath before ordained that we should walk in them.
Oh, that's it for that.
So again, by grace and faith. You know what I'm saying? By a time period, you are saved through what you believe.
Grace and faith. Let's see. Trying to get all these. Let's see.
Take your time, brother.
All right. This section here, family, is called "How many times must I rescue you? How many times must I rescue you from trouble?"
Oh.
Woo. How many times must I rescue you from trouble?
How many times is the Father gonna have to show up?
So we're gonna start with Daniel chapter 6. Oh, that's a dagger.
Daniel chapter 6.
Yeah, Daniel chapter 6. He got 17 to 22. But we're gonna start in verse 16, family.
Throw some nines when you get there, family. Daniel chapter 6. We starting at verse 15. You said 16, 15 or 16.
We're gonna start in verse 16. We're gonna start at 16, family.
Start at verse 16. Throw some nines when you get there, family. We got some nines. Daniel chapter 6. You said verse 15?
Yeah.
Daniel chapter 6, verse 15. Then these men assembled unto the king and said unto the king, Know, O king, that the law of the Medes and the Persians, that no decree nor statute which the king established may be changed. Then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions.
Right.
Now the king spake and said unto Daniel, Thy God, whom thou servest continually, he would deliver thee.
And look, now he's trying to be funny. He's trying to mock Daniel, right? But notice what he said, though. Notice. Oh, my goodness. Come on, Uriel, don't do that. What verse we in?
We're in verse 16.
Sorry, family. But notice what he said about Daniel, though. Verse 15 again.
He serve him continually.
It said, Now the king spake and said unto Daniel, Thy God whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee. He went on record. He's been watching Daniel. Yeah. So it lets you know, like, look, everything that you do, everybody's watching.
Right.
Everybody's watching everything that you do. It's the men of Israel or the women of Israel. People watch everything that you do.
Yes, you do.
So now you got this king. He's talking to Daniel. He said, Look, your God whom you service continually, he had to been watching, and his men had to been watching. He said, Look, your God who you service every single day, he will deliver thee.
Right. So which means he knew that, just like Satan know the scriptures, and he hit Eve with them. You know what I'm saying? He hit Christ with the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? If at any time you can cause all the angels to come down here, how about you kill yourself and see if they'll save you before then? So again, he's saying, you know, Daniel, you serve the Most High
every day.
Every day.
He said, Look, tell your God who you service continually, he'll come deliver you.
Right.
Come on.
Verse 17.
Look, all praise. I thank you for noticing. My light is what? Shining.
That's right.
Come on.
Verse 17.
Come on with it.
And a stone was brought.
And a who?
A stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den.
Come on.
And the king sealed it with his own signet.
Come on.
And with the signet of his lords, that the purpose might not be changed concerning Daniel.
Right. Say, look, whatever decree is made about Daniel, I take my ring, I put my signet on it. It's like, look, it will not change.
Right.
Right. Anytime people made a signet, it's like, look, that's a decree.
Yep.
It went out. Just like with Israel was going to be destroyed as a nation. His signet went out. Right. But she did what she did for Israel. And guess what happened? We still here. Woo. That signet was what? Changed real quick.
Real quick.
Come on.
Verse 18. Then the king went to his palace and passed the night and passed.
Say it again. Sort of.
Verse 18 again. Then the king went to his palace and passed the night fasting.
Come on.
Neither were instruments of music brought before him, and his sleep went from him.
Come on.
Then the king arose very early in the morning and went in haste into the den of lions.
So now he like,
he couldn't wait to go see if his man dead.
He ain't tripping off sleep. He like, look, I don't want to hear no music. I ain't for to eat. I'm for to go to sleep. As soon as he woke up, notice it ain't say he prays to his God.
Right.
When we wake up in the morning, what we do? We pray first.
Right.
All right. He woke up and he went straight to the den. Just like, yeah, let me see what's going on in this den. Come on.
And real quick, it sounds like he ain't even have faith in his own decree.
Exactly.
He slept the night away.
He slept it away. And then he went straight to the den. Just like,
straight to the
den. Let me see what happened.
Right. Verse 20. And when he came to the den, he cried.
He did what?
He cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spake and said to Daniel,
come on.
Oh, Daniel.
Oh, who?
Oh, Daniel.
Come on.
Servant of the living God.
Servant of the who?
Of the living God.
Oh, so now he's the living God.
Now you putting cloud on his name.
Oh, Daniel. He's like, this bruh still here. Bro, I thought you better get, I put about 6 lions down there. But let you know what? Daniel had dominion over these lions.
Right.
In this cage. Going back to what? Adam. He got dominion over these lions. Come on.
Is thy God, whom thou servest continually, able to deliver thee from the lions?
From the who?
From the lions.
Come on. Because Satan is what? A lion. Right? So just imagine him being put down there with Satan.
Right.
He said, look, your God going to deliver you from Satan?
Right.
Come on.
Verse 21. Then said Daniel unto the king, O king.
Oh, what?
O king.
Come on.
Live forever.
Do what?
Live forever. I am here.
I'm here.
I'm still alive.
Come on.
Verse 22. My God my God has sent his angel.
Sent who?
Sent his angel.
Come on.
And have shut the lions' mouths.
I did what?
Shut the lions' mouths.
Come on.
That they have not hurt me, for as much as before him in innocency was found in me.
Come on.
And also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt.
He said, look, I ain't done nothing
man.
Look, I done nothing to be put down here.
Nothing. Same thing Christ was saying. Y'all wish to kill me, but what have I done?
What have I done?
Check my works.
It's like, look, at the end of the day, it's just like the Most High always would show up for what? Deliverance.
Yeah, he never forgot you. Israel.
Never forgot us. Time and time. Like, look, whatever you read is always what? A problem, deliverance.
Yep.
A problem, deliverance. A problem, then deliverance. Always got delivered. No matter where we was at, we was always delivered.
Right.
This is our last captivity, and we will be what? Delivered.
That's right, brother.
Come on.
Verse 23. Then was the king exceedingly glad for him.
Come on.
And commanded that they should take Daniel up out of the den. So Daniel was taken up out of the den, and no manner of hurt was found upon him.
Why?
Because he believed in his power.
He believed in what?
In his power.
Now look, the bigger the faith, the bigger the miracle. Like, look, he down there by himself with these lions. And guess who showed up? The angel of the Most High showed up to deliver him. from these lions. And again, just imagine them lions being what? Satan.
Right.
Come on.
Verse 24. And the king commanded, and they brought those men which had accused Daniel.
Right.
And they cast them into the den of lions.
What they do?
They cast them into the den of lions.
So look, this goes back into what? Whatever pit that you try to make for somebody else, you will fall into that pit.
It sounds like Haman when he got hung by them gallows that he created for Mordecai.
Straight up.
Yep.
Same spirit. Come on.
All right. Continue.
Come on.
Them.
Their
Their children.
Their who?
Their children.
Come on.
And their wives.
Come on.
And the lion had the mastery of them.
Come on.
And break all their bones.
Some of their bones.
All their bones.
Come on.
In pieces. Or ever they came at the bottom of the den.
So look, this goes to show, like, look, never go against what the chosen people of God. That will destroy you, your wives, and your children.
Even when death is on the table.
Even when death is on the table. So be careful things that you say about certain men of Israel.
Right.
Or certain women of Israel.
Right.
This could be you.
This could be you.
Come on.
Verse 25. Then King Darius wrote unto all people, nations, and languages that dwell in the earth. Peace be multiplied unto you.
What?
Peace.
Come on.
Be multiplied unto you.
Come on.
I make a decree.
Come on.
That in every dominion of my kingdom,
come on,
men tremble and fear before the God of Daniel.
Before who?
The God of Daniel.
He said, look, bow down. That's the living power.
Woo.
I mocked this man. That's the living power right there. That's what God is at. I seen the works. I seen the miracles.
Yep.
I seen what he have done. He delivered this man from all these lions. Right? That's the true and living power.
Right.
I write this. I make a decree. Only kings make decrees.
Right. So you got a power that's gonna go hard and bang for you, but skip forward to today. Y'all want to vote for Donald Trump, who won't even want to go into battle and make excuses. Come on now, bro. Continue. For he.
For who?
For he.
Come on.
Is the living God.
It's the dead God.
The living God.
The living God. Come on.
And steadfast forever. And his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. And his dominion shall be even unto the end.
Come on.
Woo. Real quick. That's showing you right there in the Old Testament that the kingdom of heaven was talked about. You know what I'm saying? Because you be hearing a lot of people say the kingdom of heaven be talked about. Verse 27.
Come on.
He delivered.
He what?
He delivered.
Come on.
And rescued.
Come on.
And he worked signs and wonders in heaven.
And who?
Worked signs and wonders in heaven.
Right.
And in earth.
Come on.
Who have delivered Daniel.
Who had did what?
Who had delivered Daniel.
Come on.
From the power of the lions.
All praises.
All praise. So again, what NehemiYAH say? How many times is your God gonna deliver you?
Straight up. He deliver us time after time. Look.
At the time, bro. That's one of many examples.
Noah, he delivered Noah. Deliver lots. How many times?
NehemiYAH and Abednego.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Joseph, you get in the Jasper. Joseph was in a pit with them serpents, with them snakes. He put that spirit on them snakes and they ain't touching. You know what I'm saying? How many times the Lord gonna deliver you? And we go astray from the Lord over a stomach pain today. A stomach pain, bills. You know what I'm saying? Everything that is of the flesh. Woo. That's why we gotta remain in the spirit, because the Most High is gonna work through you through spirit.
Yeah, most definitely, all the time. All right, this is Job chapter 5, verse 17.
Job chapter 5. That's right. Let his mercy endureth forever. Book of Job, family. Book of Job.
You said what's it?
Shalom. Business, sister.
Anyone? We here, sis.
You said what chapter?
Chapter 5.
Job chapter 5, family. What verse?
17.
We got some 9. Throw some 9s in there when you get there.
Job this still 5, in the section 9. Of how many times must I rescue you from trouble?
Right. You said we're starting at verse 9?
Yeah. No, verse 17. Verse chapter 5, verse 17.
Okay. Then Job chapter 5, verse 17, family. We got 1 9. Let's get some more. There we go. Job chapter 5, verse 17.
Come on.
And it reads, behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh corrected.
No, sad is the man.
Happy is the man.
Miserable is the man.
Happy.
Come on.
Is the man whom Yahweh corrected.
And why is that? Because he knows that the Most High loves him.
That's right.
Happy is the man whom the Most High corrects. So if the Most High is correcting you through your brothers or through your sister, you need to be what? Happy.
That's right.
Don't be mad at him or her because they're doing their job to what? Deliver you the message.
Right.
Don't shoot what? The messenger.
Which always gets shot.
Yeah. Or get stoned, right? Because they stoned what? Stephen. Come on, he was a messenger. Come on with it.
Let me start that verse over again. Behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh corrected. Therefore, despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty.
Come on.
For he maketh sore.
Come on.
And bindeth up. He woundeth.
Right.
And his hands make whole.
Come on.
He shall deliver.
He shall what?
He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles.
And who?
6 troubles.
In 6 troubles. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
In 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
Come on.
In famine,
right,
he shall redeem thee from death.
In famine, he shall redeem you from death, right? A lot of when famine comes, right, there is no food.
That's right.
If it's no food on the table, no water on the table, and say he will redeem you from death.
That's
because
right.
what? You in the spirit. Come on.
And in war, from the power of the sword.
I mean, you see it all the time, right?
Yep.
We got many bros that's been shot
plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Guess what? Still out here walking. Yeah.
Leaving out the hospital the same night he getting shot. Walking.
Come on
now. Verse 21. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue.
Come on.
Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
So the world is coming to what? A destruction, right? Woo. So look, the Most High gonna deliver you from this. Don't be afraid when you seeing all these things happening. That's you need to be happy. Like, look, everything that you read is coming to pass. Your God is the true and what? Living God.
That's right, brother.
His word will never come back void.
Never.
You need to be happy. Most people get in that time, they get scared, anxiety kick up, depression kick in, all these different spirits kick in, and it takes over the mind. Like, no, you need to be happy.
Right.
Come on.
Verse 22. At destruction.
Come on.
And famine, thou shalt laugh.
Thou shalt what?
Laugh.
Because it has no power over you.
That's right.
Come on.
Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth.
Of the what?
The beast of the earth.
Of Satan. He's the beast of the earth. Forget the physical beast that we see. Let's talk about Satan. That's the real beast of the earth. The world was given to what? The hand of the wicked. We in the belly of the what? Beast. Come on.
Verse 23. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field.
Come on.
And the beast of the field shall be at peace with thee.
Shall be what?
Peace with thee.
Come on.
And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace.
Come on.
And thou shalt visit thy habitation and shall not sin.
And shall what?
Shall not sin.
Come on.
Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great.
Shall be what?
Shall be great.
Come on.
And thy offspring as the grass of the earth.
Come on.
Thou shalt come to thy grave in a full age.
Come on.
like as a shock of corn coming in his season.
Come on.
Lo, this we have searched it.
Come on.
So it is. Hear it, and know thou it for thy good.
Right. All this is written for your good.
That's right. Don't
meditate.
Be afraid of nothing,
don't be afraid of nothing, man. Nothing has dominion over you.
That's right.
Sin don't have dominion over you.
Right.
None of this have dominion on you. It only have dominion over you if you allow it.
Woman of the past, you say I just ignore him. Now you need to rebuke him, because if you don't check them thoughts, they're gonna manifest.
Exactly. It's like, look, it's you can only ignore for so long. It's like rebuke. Y'all hear this?
Let me walk up.
Shabbat shalom.
I gotta make it home.
You good? You good, sis? Sabbath was made for man, not man for Sabbath.
That's right.
And I sure need it, you.
Get you some rest.
Shalom family. I haven't been on the board, the chat board. Just want to make sure everybody gets some understanding. Put some we're gonna try some new numbers, man. Put some 3s in the room if everybody got some understanding so forth. Trey all day. 33. Okay, all praises. All praises.
Where we at, brother?
This section right here, family, is called He Clothed You. He clothed in your right mind. He clothed in your right mind. He clothed in your right mind. All praises, bro. That's what we're here for, man. That's what we're here for, my brother. In battle, man, you gotta have soldiers behind you. So we here with you, for you, always, my brother.
And Luke 8.
Yeah. He clothed you in right mind. Luke. Right. All right, so look, we this section, family, is called He Clothed You in Right Mind. So we're going to Luke chapter 8. We're gonna start on verse 35.
Type some 9s or some 7s when you get in there, family. Luke 8, starting at verse 35.
Yeah, I might need to just start using your computer, bro, because it's kind of
way better, huh?
Way easier.
I don't mess with that Apple technology, man.
Look,
them iMacs and all that.
This is super easy.
Name in the chat.
Yeah, I feel like I done just went back to school. Thank you, brother. So using this. All right. This is Luke. Let me make sure this is right. Yeah, Luke chapter 8. We're gonna start in verse 35.
I got some 9s, some 7s in here.
I'll put some I ain't even
type some 9s, family, or some 7s.
Oh my goodness.
When you get there.
I don't know what I just. Oh my goodness, I spoke too soon. All right.
All right, they ready. You there?
I done lost the whole stream.
Go ahead, brother. Do your thing. Pull it back up.
Okay. All right, look. I'm gonna just stick to the. I'm gonna stick to this, and then once I need to go back to the. Okay, yeah, I'm not even. All right, we're gonna stick here. All right, brother.
Do your thing. They ready? Luke chapter 8, verse 35.
Right.
It reads, Then they went out to see what was done, and came to Yhwh and found the man,
right,
and out of whom the devils were departed,
right,
sitting at the feet of Yhwh, clothed.
Doing what?
Clothed in his right mind.
In his what?
In his right mind.
So look, now we gotta go back.
Yeah, we did. I was just saying we gotta go back so I can understand. This man just had devils casted up out of him.
Yeah, we gotta go back, family. All right, look, we're gonna start on verse 23.
Verse 23.
Yeah.
Luke 8 and 23. We going back, family.
Well, let me make sure, family. Now we're gonna start at 35, fam. Hold on, that's it, 35. Then he just happens in 35.
I said we started
No, we're gonna start in 28, fam.
28. I was just gonna say 28.
We're gonna start in 28.
28. It says, when he saw Yahshua, he cried out and fell down before him, and with a loud voice said, what have I to do with thee, Yahshua, thou son of Yahweh, Most High? I beseech thee, torment me not.
Come on.
For he had commanded the unclean.
Yeah, did what?
Commanded the unclean spirit to come out of the man.
Because look, he has dominion over these spirits, right?
That's right.
These spirits don't have dominion over men.
Right.
They come inside of your temple, but you have the power to what? Cast them out.
Right.
Right. We're in that hour now where the Most High has given us power to cast out what? Unclean spirits. Come on.
And then he had that light, so the evil spirits seen who it was, and they called out and begged for their life.
Come on.
For oftentimes,
right,
it had caught him, and he was kept bound with chains and in fetters, and he brake the bands and was driven of the devil into the wilderness.
Come on.
And Yahshua asked him, saying, what is thy name? And he said, Legion.
He said what?
Legion.
And look, we got movies out here called Legions.
Right.
Right. And these, when you watch the movies, talking about these evil spirits. And when you see them, they jump inside men and then they grow wings like angels. Right. It's like these of the devil. Any sickness, any disease that is of what? Hashatan.
That's right.
It's of the devil. Why is it that in these movies, Legion shows what? Wings or what? Fallen angels. Satan. Come on.
Because many devils were entered into him.
How many devils?
Many.
It says many devils. Not just one. It says many devils. Many evil spirits. Come on.
Many devils were entered into him.
Come on.
And they besought him that he would not command them to go out into the deep.
Come on.
And there was an herd of many swine feeding the mountain. And they besought him that he would suffer them to enter into them. And he suffered them.
Come on.
Then went the devils out of the man and entered into the swine.
Enter into the what?
Into the swine.
Come on.
And the herd ran violently down the steep place into the lake.
Into the who?
Into the lake.
Into the lake of fire. No, into the lake.
Into the lake. And were choked.
And was what?
Choked.
Hey, look, these evil spirits went into a lake and was what? Choked. So just think about these evil spirits that torment men every single day. They got their place in the lake.
Right.
The lake of fire. Remember, the lake of fire was meant for what? The fallen angels. It wasn't meant for the men. It wasn't meant for us men nor women. It was meant for the fallen angels. Right. So just imagine this is representing the spirits of the devil being cast into the lake of fire.
That's right.
Being choked, being killed. But guess what? They don't die. They're in there forever. Come on.
Verse 34. When they that fed them saw what was done,
come on,
they fled and went and told it in the city,
come on,
and in the country.
Come on.
Then they went out to see what was done, and came to Yahshua and found the man.
And found who?
Found the man.
The same man that had the devils, right? Come on.
Out of whom the devils were departed.
Come on.
Sitting at the feet of Yahshua.
Right.
Clothed.
Doing what?
Clothed.
Come on.
And in his right mind.
In his what?
And in his right mind.
Look, he got on clothes, right? And he's in his right mind because them demons are not what? Tormenting him what? Mentally.
Yeah.
He's in his right state of mind, where we have to be in our right state of mind. If you're not in your right state of mind, guess what? It's showing you that those are evil spirits.
Right.
That torments men. It said, look, now he's in his right state of mind. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Come on.
Real quick. So them devils that got casted out, here come the correction. Christ rebuking them up out of there. And what he do? He showed him love after he was corrected.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like NehemiYAH said, how many times I'm gonna have to clothe you? You know what I'm saying? Where we at?
That's 35 again.
35. I'm gonna start 35 over, family. Then they went out to see what was done, and came to Yahshua, and found the man out of whom the devils were departed, sitting at the feet of Yahshua, clothed and in his right mind, and they were afraid.
Come on.
Verse 36. They also which saw it told them by what means he that was possessed of the devils was healed.
So look, they told him how he was healed, right? Because they was the ones that saw everything that went on. Remember, it's like, look, they saw it, they was afraid, they shook, they told everybody what happened, then they came back to see that the man who was cast out, the people who they told, they came to see, like, hello, I know him. Right. I know him. That's just like if everybody in the neighborhood know the kid down the street got or I ain't gonna say all the time, he got cerebral palsy, right? Everybody in the neighborhood know little Jonathan up the street got cerebral palsy, right? For years, we've been knowing him since he was born, right? He's 18, he's 17 now, right?
Right.
Still got cerebral palsy, and then Messiah hit the earth, do a miracle, right? And then we see now he's walking up straight. He's down there clothed and straight talking to the Messiah. He don't have his crutches or anything no more. Don't have none of that. His back brace, none of that. Now he's talking to the Messiah, and everybody in the neighborhood like, whoa, he's straight healed.
He healed, showing you that he looked at like he couldn't be healed, which means that showed where they faith was at.
It showed where their mindset was at.
You know what I'm saying? They were scared behind that healing.
It was like, man, hey, look, I've never seen nothing like this. So when the Messiah came down here, nobody never seen anything like that. So that's why a lot of people went to go tell other people, like, bro, look, I just seen dude just get healed.
Right.
That's the talk of the town. So it's like, if you the elders of the town, and then you got people straight coming behind you and healing people, it's like, hey, look, we have to kill him. We have to stone these kind of people, because if not, everybody gonna start going to them, instead of coming to us.
Right.
No, it don't work that way. Come on.
Verse 37. Then the whole multitude of the country of the Gadarenes round about besought him to depart from them.
Come on.
For they were taken with great fear. And he went up into the ship and returned back again.
Come on.
Now the man out of whom the devils were departed besought him that he might be with them. But Yahshua sent him away, saying, come on, return to thy own house.
Come on.
And show how great things Yahweh have done unto thee.
And do what?
And show great things. I'm so straight up. Return to thy own house.
Come on.
And show how great things Yahweh have done unto thee.
He said, look, the Messiah got, look, don't come with me. I need you to go back to show testimony.
Yeah.
That I am the Son of God, right? Show them that I am the Son of God and the power resides in me. I got the power to heal. I need you as a testimony. So if somebody try to say it didn't happen, I want you to be that walking testimony.
That's right.
Come on.
Verse
39.
Continuing 39. And he went his way.
Right.
And published throughout the whole city.
Some of the city.
The whole city.
Half the city.
Whole city.
A third of the city.
The whole city.
He said, look, this dude went to the whole city. Like, do y'all understand? He went throughout the whole, that's like me going throughout the whole city of St. Louis, right? The whole city. Not just downtown.
Right.
The whole city of St. Louis. Come on.
The whole city how great things Yahshua had done unto him.
And tell everybody all the great things that the Messiah has done unto me.
Right.
And remember, they didn't have Facebook. They didn't have internet. They had none of that back then. We have that now. They didn't have that back then. They had to walk or get on camels or wherever their transportation was back then, either walking or getting on camels. But he went throughout the whole city. Just imagine him just going throughout the whole city, just walking.
Right.
And just telling, hey, look, this is what the Messiah has done for me. That and in doing that, you would get what? Followers of what? The Messiah.
That's right.
They would see that and be like, look, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you gain more followers.
Right.
For the Most High in Christ. It's about gaining the souls.
That's
not
right,
losing
brother.
them, and gaining them.
Mm-hmm.
He said, look, this is how you know you my friend if you what? Bring fruit. The fruit or what? The people. Right on time. We got Mark 5:15 through 20. We want to make sure everybody getting some understanding so far. Mark 5:15 through 20. I can't even see. Everybody getting some understanding.
Yeah. Everybody getting some understanding. Y'all getting still getting some understanding. Type in some 9s, family. Understanding for 9s, and when you there, type some 7s. Mark chapter 5. What verse we at?
Oh, we ain't gotta go to family. They were just a second witness. I'm looking at his notes now. They're just a second.
Oh, that was
witness.
a second witness.
Yeah, that was a second witness.
Okay.
All right. So look, this section right here is called Yahweh steps right in on time. Yahweh steps in on time. Yahweh steps right in on time. This section is Yahweh is always on time.
And they got some understanding. All praises, family.
Yahweh always on time. This section is Yahweh is always on time. But first, in order for him to be on time, we must do this.
Proverbs chapter 3.
Yeah, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5.
Type in some 7s when you get there, family. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. All right, there. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5.
Come on.
Trust.
Do what?
Trust.
Come on.
In the Most High.
Come on.
With all thine heart.
Some of your heart.
All thine heart.
Half your heart.
All thine heart.
So look, first you must trust in the Lord with all your heart. With all your heart. You can't be lukewarm. You have to trust him with all your heart. Like, look, if he says it's going to happen, guess what? It's going to happen.
That's right.
You got to trust him. Come on.
And lean not.
Come on.
Unto thine own understanding.
Well, I think it should be like this, or what I believe, like, look, don't lean to your own understanding.
Right.
Never lean to your own understanding. If it's thus says the Lord, that's just what it is. We don't need to private interpretate no scripts or nothing that he says. Like, just read it for what it is. This is what it is. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Come on.
Verse 6. And in all thy ways.
Some of thy ways.
All thy ways.
Come on.
Acknowledge him. And he shall direct thy path.
He shall what?
Direct thy path.
He said, look, in all your ways, acknowledge the Most High.
That's why we say all praises and everything.
Everything, all praises to the Most High. Look, we couldn't do nothing without him.
Right.
Even when it's bad, guess what? All praises. I'll come out of this.
Exactly.
When it's good, all praises.
Rejoice.
Even when you can't see something ahead of time. Guess what? It's all praises.
All praises.
You don't. Everything happened for a reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, the Most High work in a calculated and balanced way in life.
Right. That's that First Peter 4:12. It say when you in that fiery trial, don't think such strange things, but what? You rejoice.
Right. Count it a blessing.
Count it a blessing, man.
Verse 7.
Verse 7.
Come on.
Be not wise.
Be not what?
Be not wise.
Come on.
In thy own eyes.
Don't think you the smartest man in the world. All right? Or the smartest woman in the world.
Right.
I'm thinking because you got some understanding on certain things that you get it.
Right.
Like, no, Solomon was the wisest man in the world. And guess what? The foolish man. Right behind it.
That's right.
He had all the knowledge of every single thing in the world. But strange women caused him to go off. Come on.
Verse 7 again. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Most High.
Do what?
Fear the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
And depart from evil.
And do what?
Depart from evil.
And depart from evil. First do these. These are your steps first. These are your steps to lead you into this section right here that Yahweh will guard or guide you in the right path.
Mm-hmm.
These is your first steps, right? This is your first steps. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him. He gonna direct your path. And don't be high-minded. But fear God and depart from whatever evil. Once you depart from the evil, everything else falls into place.
That's right.
Come on. All right, now we're gonna go to Psalms 46. Psalms 46. Psalms 46. Yeah, bro, got Psalms 46, 1 through 2. 1 through 2.
Psalms 46, family. Verse 1 and 2. Type in some sevens when we get there. And we appreciate the donations and the blessings, family. We got some sevens. Psalms 46, verse 1. Yahweh is our refuge.
Is our what?
Refuge.
Come on.
And strength.
Come on.
A very present help in trouble.
A what?
A very present help in trouble.
Come on. Woo. When you going through something and you seem like the world is against you, the Most High is always there. Look, anytime doubt, fear, whatever, anytime any of these spirits come upon you during that time, remember the Spirit of God is in the room and you are being tested.
That's right.
Remember that. Anytime fear, doubt, or any spirit that gets inside your psyche, remember the Spirit of God is in the room and you are being tested.
That's right, brother.
Anytime you feel those kind of ways, the Spirit of God is in the room and you are being tested. Just keep that in mind. Come on.
Verse 2. Therefore, will not we fear?
Sort it out. Come on.
Verse 2 again. Therefore, will not we fear?
Come on.
Though the earth be removed.
Come on.
And though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea.
Come on.
Though the waters thereof roar and be troubled. Though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof. Selah.
Selah. Come on.
There is a river.
Come on.
The streams whereof shall make glad the city of Yahweh.
Come on.
The holy place of the tabernacles of the Most High. Yahweh is in the midst of her.
Come on.
She shall not be moved. Yahweh shall help her.
Shall what?
Shall help her.
Come on.
And that right early.
Come on.
The heathen raged. The kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice. The earth melted.
Come on.
The Lord of hosts with us.
Is what?
The Lord of hosts is with us.
Look, through all this that's going on, right? you see all the elements of the earth moving, right? All this is happening in the earth, right? You see mountains moving into the sea.
That's right.
Right? You see all this is happening in the earth. And verse 7 says what?
Verse 7 says,
remember, verse 2 says, therefore will not we fear. We don't have the spirit of fear. He never gave us the spirit of fear.
Right.
Even if the earth is removed, right? And the mountains be carried to the midst of the sea. Verse 7 says what?
The Lord of hosts is with us.
Is what?
Is with us.
The Most High is always with you. Come on.
The God of Jacob.
The God of who?
The God of Jacob.
Come on.
Is our refuge.
It's our what?
Our refuge.
Come on.
Selah.
Oh, that's it for that. It's like, look, no matter what's happening in the earth, around the earth, or coming to the earth, right? The Most High is always with us. That's why we always say, Most High be with you.
Right.
Most High be with us all. Most High be with us all.
That's right.
1 Peter 5, 8 through 10. 1 Peter 5, 8 through 10.
First Peter 5, verse 8, family. Type in some nines when we get there. When you get there.
1 Peter 5, 8 through 10.
First Peter 5, verse 8. I got some nines. First Peter 5, verse 8.
So verse 6.
Verse 6.
Come on.
We're taking it back to 6, family. Humble yourselves.
Exalt yourselves.
Humble.
Come on.
Yourselves. Therefore, under the mighty hand of Yhwh.
That's right.
That he may exalt you in due time.
To humble yourself so the Most High exalt you. Don't exalt yourself.
Be low so he can
be
bring
low.
You up.
It's like when you exalt yourself, he bring you low. Those who exalt themselves will be brought low. And those that humble themselves will be exalted.
And what?
Let him do it. Let him do it. You don't do it.
That's right.
Let him do it.
That's right.
It's just a message to Israel across the world. Humble yourself. Let him exalt you.
That's right.
Come on.
Verse 7. Casting all your care upon him.
Some of your care.
All your care upon him.
Come on.
For he careth for you.
Come on.
Be sober.
Be what?
Be sober.
Be drunk.
Be sober.
Come on.
Be vigilant.
Come on.
Because your adversary.
Because your friend.
Your adversary.
Your brother.
Your adversary.
Come on.
The devil. As a roaring lion.
As a who?
Roaring lion.
And we just read about Daniel being thrown into a lion's den. Right? Remember we said what? Remember them lions. Just think about them as being who? The devil.
That's right.
He's a roaring lion. Come on.
Walketh about.
Come on.
Seeking whom he may devour.
We just read in 2nd Ezra chapter 6 that the heathen is devouring us, right? Come on. Who's over the heathen?
Right.
Satan the adversary. Come on.
Verse 9. Whom resisted steadfast in the faith.
Come on.
Knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren.
And who?
In your brethren.
Come on.
That are in the world.
So look, the same thing that your brothers and sisters going through, you going through it. So look, we going through the exact same thing. Come on.
Verse 10. But the God of all grace,
right,
who have called us,
who have what?
Who have called us,
come on,
unto his eternal glory,
come on,
by Hamashiach Yahushua. After that, ye have suffered a while.
I did what?
After ye have suffered a while.
Look, in order to be a servant of God, it's a servant. It's a what's that? Suffering servant.
That's right.
The Messiah was a what? Suffering servant.
That's right.
Right. You got Paul them being what? Suffering servants. You got all these different examples of people being suffering servants.
Right.
To be what? Come on. Being a suffering servant make you what?
Make you perfect.
Make you what?
Perfect.
Come on.
Establish, strengthen, settle you.
Come on, keep going.
To him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Look, be careful how you moving out here, Israel. Like Satan seeking to devour each and every one of us. That's to see, right. Do you really believe?
That's right, Tuvaya. No respecter of persons.
That's right. Never have respect of person. All right. We're going. This section is called Yahweh wipes your tears away. Yahweh wipes your tears away. Got a couple verses. Yahweh wipes your tears away. What's this? Isaiah 25. We want Isaiah 25.
Verse 8 and 9.
Verse 8 and 9, family. Isaiah 25, verse 8 and 9. Isaiah 25.
Type in some nines when you get there, family. Isaiah 25. We starting at verse 8. It's the Most High's will. It sounds like a mighty loving power that we serve.
That's right. Isaiah 25, verse 8 through 9.
All right, there. Isaiah Isaiah chapter 25, verse 8. He will swallow up death in victory.
Come on.
And the Lord God will wipe away tears.
Do what?
Will wipe away tears from off all faces.
Come on.
And the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth.
Come on.
For the Lord hath spoken it. And it shall be said in that day,
right?
Lo, this is our God.
This is who?
This is our God.
This is who?
This is our God.
Come on.
We have waited for him.
We had did what?
Waited for him.
Blessed is the man that what? Waited on his Lord, right?
That's right.
Say, look, through all this pain, all this tribulations we going through, they killing us out in the streets, being
That's
found
right.
not guilty, the way that they look at us, right? The way that they treat us, it's gonna come a day, he's gonna wipe away all our tears, right?
Right.
In that same day, it says what? We gonna in one voice say, this is our God. Woo. Notice it says, and it shall be said in that day, lo, this is our God. That's a group of people that are what? Came together, unified. It's not one camp here or one camp there or this body here or this person here, that person. Say, no, right. These are one people. Say he gonna wipe away tears from all faces.
Right. Now that sounds like a particular people. Again, that John 3:16 is the world crying. No,
this is Israel.
This is Israel that's crying out. Read the book of Lamentations. You know what I'm saying? We are the ones that's crying out, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's not wiping tears from somebody that's happy and that is in power. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. You happy, you control the world. There's nothing for you to cry about. But the ones who are getting persecuted, killed every day, going through these curses, we are crying spiritually and physically. So he's going to, again, what? Wipe the tears from our faces.
Come on.
I'm going to start verse 9 over again. And it shall be said in that day, lo, this is our God. We have waited for him. And he will save us.
He will what?
He will save us.
Come on.
This is the Lord.
Come on.
We have waited for him. We will be glad and rejoice.
We will be what?
We will be glad and rejoice in his salvation.
All praises.
All praises.
One more verse, family.
Yeah, again.
Salvation.
You know, it say that Babylon gonna go up in smoke and the nation's gonna be wailed for. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna be rejoicing after that.
That's right.
So again,
don't be the one crying over Babylon. Don't be that Hebrew or Shebrew crying because of destruction that's happening in Babylon.
Right.
Don't be the ones on the boat crying.
Yeah, because we being delivered, being clothed, tears wiped away. You know what I'm saying? We being saved. Again, my people, come up out of her. Come up out of her. That's like everybody that's in that's like children that's in the room. And there's some in there that's innocent, and there's some in there that's not innocent. But when Big Mama or whoever the case may be come back in with that switch, the good ones that ain't did nothing wrong, they gonna do what? Come up out of that room.
Yeah, they like, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me. The ones that's left is the one that's been causing trouble this whole time.
Right. And then Babylon is the great whore, man. Just like if you look at it for what it is, it's just like, all right, you know, a man who lies with a whore, he's lying
with her.
Right, he's lying with her. He's inside of her.
Right.
He telling us like, look, come up out of her. Quit having fornication with this whore, Babylon.
Right.
Where we at? Where break at? We in Revelation chapter 21.
Revelation 21, family.
3 through 5.
Type in some 9s. Boy, it is really coming down.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I think it's going down.
All praises. Yeah, Revelation 21.
Yeah, 3 through 5. You start at 1.
Throw some 9s in our family. Revelation 21. We're gonna start at verse 1. They got some 9s already. We start at verse 1, family. And I saw a new heaven.
An old heaven.
A new heaven.
Come on.
And a new earth.
Come on.
For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
Come on.
And there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city.
Hallelujah.
New Jerusalem, coming down from Yhwh out of heaven.
Come on.
Prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Come on.
And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of Yhwh is with men.
Come on.
And he will dwell with them. And they shall be his people.
Shall be what?
His people.
Who is that? Israel, right? We his portion, right? We his people called by what? His name.
His name.
Come on.
And Yhwh himself shall be with them.
Yhwh what? Himself shall be with them. And we just read in Psalms, it says, look, when all this is going on in the earth, guess what? The Most High is what? With you.
That's right.
So look, when all this is happening, coming down to the earth, right? The new Jerusalem, the new earth, right? All the old things are passed away. All this is happening for what? For you. It says your God is with you, and he shall be what?
Their God.
We just read in that day, it's going to be said, this is what? Our God.
That's right.
That we have what? Waited on. Come on.
Verse 4. And Yhwh shall wipe away all tears.
Do what?
He shall wipe away all tears.
Come on.
From their eyes. And there shall be no more death.
No more what?
No more death.
Come on.
Neither sorrow.
Come on.
Nor crying.
All right.
Neither shall there be any more pain.
Come on.
For the former things are passed away.
Come on.
And he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new.
Come on.
And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful.
Look, all praises. It's like, look, no more of the pain and suffering, man, that we're going through each and every day.
That's right. That's right, Watchman Baruch. No locked doors in the kingdom. It ain't no point.
Ain't no point. It's like, look, all the things that you see your people going through every day, that sorrow, man, you had the sorrow for your people. It's like when that time comes, it's like you won't have no more sorrow.
Right.
Death won't be on the table no more. No more crying. Ain't no need for tears. You can wipe the tears off your face, so no more crying.
That's right.
And no more pain. Like, look, you see your people going through pain, suffering. Like, look, that's a beautiful thing, man. Just like to meditate on, actually keep inside your psyche. Just like one day,
right?
One day, all this pain and suffering will go away.
Don't go away.
And look, don't leave her going through pain and suffering and die and go through more pain and suffering.
Right.
Like, nah, look, everything is written for your example, man. We need to be actually applying and treating each other how we're supposed to. That's how you unlock the mysteries of God.
Right. And like we just read how it says, those that waited for him.
Right.
What we waiting for? We waiting for the pain. No more pain. We waiting for the tears to be wiped away.
I sure ain't waiting on Donald Trump.
Exactly.
I can tell you that.
Donald Trump can't deliver you from death. He can't deliver you from pain. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Keep it going, brother.
Nah, that was it for that.
Okay.
This section here is called Yhwh sends healing down to you. Yhwh sends healing down to you.
We'll start at Psalms 107, family.
Psalms 107.
Outstanding lesson, by the way, my brother NehemiYAH.
Yeah.
Outstanding lesson,
bro.
Psalms 107. We're just gonna do verse 19, family. 19 through 20. Type in some sevens when we get there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start just using bro computer.
It's so better, huh?
Yeah. Come on, even with my computer at the crib, man, I'll be my computer. You tripping.
You got a MacBook?
No, I got a Chrome.
Chrome. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that mud, man. I need to. I just
you can't go wrong with them HP, bro.
Nah, it just that must be tripping sometime. But yeah, I ain't trying to get off topic, but
right. Oh, they there.
Okay.
We in Psalm 107,
verse 19.
Verse 19.
Hold up. I might have to jump back a word. Oh yeah, it's on verse 19. Come on.
Verse 19. With the Most High permission. Then thy cry unto the Lord in their trouble.
You know what?
In their trouble. And he saved them out of their distress. He sent his word and healed them.
No, we're gonna start in verse 15.
We're gonna take it back to 15.
I'm gonna stick to the topic. All right.
Go back to 15.
No, we're gonna stick to the topic. 19.
19. I'm gonna start 19 over again, family. Then thy cry unto the Lord in their trouble.
Right.
I'm starting over. Then they cry unto the Lord in their trouble.
And now what?
In their trouble.
Come on.
And he saved them out of their distress.
And he do what?
Saved them out of their distress.
So when the children of Israel was in what? Egypt, right? They was in trouble and they cried out to the Most High, and he heard them.
He heard them.
He heard them. And look, I think we just need to really sit back and really understand, just as far as us actually all crying out together, all praying together and actually crying out together. He'll hear us.
Right.
It's like, look, when you look, man, it keeps saying they cried out.
Right.
They did this.
Right.
They did that. Not just he or she. It's they.
Right.
It's like, look, we need to put in our mindset, man. It's not about me. It's not about you.
That's right.
It's like, look, if the Most High punish every sin that I ever done, where I stand today, probably not. I probably wouldn't be here today.
That's right.
It's like, look, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's like, really pay attention to the scripts, man. Just like, look, when they cried out, he delivered them from trouble. Like when they was down in Egypt, man, they cried out together, and he heard them. So it's like when we cry together, he hears us.
That's right.
We his children. As a whole, man, we his children, we his firstborn, man. We all crying out together. Like, look, help us, deliver us from this evil. Yeah, we're suffering from what our forefathers did. Right? We suffering for the things that they did, but let us not be accountable for their actions.
That's right. That's right. That's why we gotta stop all this division, man.
Yeah, man. So it's about unity, man. It truly is, man. Just like, hey, all praises, NehemiYAH, for this lesson, bro. Just it's very humbling and just been reading, man. Just
getting all understanding.
Man, just getting super much understanding, bro. Just like all praises to the Most High, man.
That's right,
and
bro.
just like I just pray that we all like cry together. Just like cry loud, spur not. We can do that. Like script you tell us then, like cry loud. It's like he ain't just talking what verse, he talking all this. Cry loud, spur not.
Right.
It's like, but come on, verse 19 again.
Verse 19 again. Then they cry unto the Lord in their trouble.
Right.
And he saveth them out of their distresses.
All their problems, man, all the distress, all this that's coming upon the children of Israel, they come to the Most High in their trouble, man, and he's delivering them. He's constantly delivering us, bro.
Right.
It never fails. So like we cry out, he delivers. He cry out, we cry out, not just we cry out, and he delivers, man.
That's right.
It's like his word never comes back void.
That's right.
Come on.
Verse 20. He sent his word.
He sent his son. Come on.
And healed them.
Look, he sent the Messiah and healed us. His word was manifested into flesh. Let's look at it for what it is.
That's right.
He sent his son, man, and he healed them. He healed the people. His word, anytime the Most High spoke, man, he was speaking through a son. And we keeping it funky. We never heard of the voice of the Most High. We never seen him.
Right.
The only one who ever seen him was the Messiah. So everybody who just the Lord did this for me, the Lord did. I'm not talking to Israel who understand who the Messiah is. I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking about those who actually say that we don't need a Messiah.
Right.
We don't need, like, look, we always needed somebody.
That's right, Kafa Yashra. All peace and love is what we as a whole supposed to be about.
Yeah, man. Most definitely, man. Just like his word, man. He sent his son and healed them. The Messiah, if you look at that, take this same verse and go to use this as your precept and just read the whole New Testament.
Right.
And just see what the Messiah did. He sent his word, and his word did what? Healed them. Come on.
And delivered them.
And did what?
And delivered them.
Those that believe on me shall not what? Perish.
That's right.
Come on, have what? Everlasting life. Come on, deliver them what?
And delivered them from their destruction.
And what was the destruction? Right? If we going against God each and every day, man, we fall into our own ways, man. Following our own destruction. The Messiah was brought here to lead us into life.
That's right.
Right. He said, look, that path is straight and narrow. Remember that.
That's right.
Hey, all praises, bro. I just can't get this out of my mind. It's a very humbling lesson, bro.
That's
right. It
right.
really is, bro.
We're going to Jeremiah chapter 17 next.
Yeah.
Outstanding lesson, brother. Jeremiah chapter 17. And he was going to do a one hitter, which is 17 and 14.
Let me check myself. Cherry-eyed. I said, dang, dog. I said, man.
Oh yeah.
Straight. Oh man.
Make you sit back there and think, don't it?
Hey, Brian. Man.
Type in some nines when you get there. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 14. Then we're going to do that Jeremiah chapter 30. All right, they ready. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 14.
Start at 13, bro.
We're going to start at 13, family. O Most High, the hope of Israel.
The who?
The hope of Israel. All that forsake thee,
come on,
shall be ashamed.
Shall be what?
Shall be ashamed.
And look, he's talking to those that know. Always keep in mind, man. Look, he's always talking to those that know. In order for them to forsake him, they had to know about him. They had to know. You can't forsake something that you never knew about.
You can't be ashamed for going against your mama or father unless you are conscious of what you done doing.
Right, most definitely, man. Like, look, these are those that actually forsook. Come on.
And they that depart from me shall be written in the earth.
Come on.
Because they have forsaken the Lord.
Come on.
The fountain of living water.
What?
The fountain of living water.
What did the Messiah tell the woman at the well?
I am the living water.
He said, look, you'll drink from there, you'll be thirsty again. But you drink of me, you'll never be thirsty.
Never be thirsty.
How can you forsake the Messiah, man?
Right, and the Father is what? The fountain.
How can you sit and make songs about the Messiah all day long, and then you watch a video channel, and now it's you don't believe in him no more?
Right.
How can you just go against God or preach his word all day long and then turn around? It's like all of it is a lie. That's that Bible. You niggas tripping. Bad. That's the white man's book. Come on.
Verse 14. Heal me.
Come on.
O Lord, and I shall be healed.
And I shall what?
I shall be healed.
Come on.
Save me.
Do what?
Save me.
Come on.
And I shall be saved.
Come on.
For thou art my praise.
For thou art what?
My praise.
Let the Lord be your praise. Everything you do, make sure you're doing it for the Lord and not for yourself. Do it for your people. All right? He's coming to save his people. He ain't coming to save one person.
Right. That's right, brother.
He's coming to save his people. That's just what it is, family. He's coming to save his people.
That's right.
Make sure you in line.
Right.
Look, if the Bible is the text message of God, don't reject the call.
Right. Next we're gonna skip over to Jeremiah chapter 30 and read 16 and 17, family. Type in some nines when you get there. You all good, big bro?
Yeah.
All praise.
All praise.
We're gonna go we're gonna type in some nines when you get there, family. Jeremiah chapter 30. Verse 16 and 17.
And the scripture say he was a shelter in the time of storm.
That's right. What's on? Do you think?
Almost. Just go to the door, bro.
Just go to the my brothers.
On my way, bro. Your brother is back in the building, family.
That's right. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
They got some nines. We in Jeremiah chapter 30. And we're going to start at verse 16. Read 16 through 17. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16. And it reads, therefore, all they that
devour.
Okay, let me start that over. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured. Woo. And all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity.
So what?
Shall go into captivity.
Come on.
And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
So look, then tables will be turned.
Woo.
But look, notice it says he will do this.
That's right.
Stop trying to take judgment and vengeance in your own hand.
That's right.
But look, these are the people that wait on the Lord.
Again, I'm just gonna say
these are the people that wait
for him,
for the Lord. They don't take judgment in their own hand.
Right. Being wise in their own
eyes. Nah, look. These are the people that wait. These are the people that wait on the Lord. Come on.
Verse 17. For I will restore health unto thee.
I will do what?
I will restore health unto thee.
Look, we are tired of being sick, man. Right? We just read that he what? We're gonna restore health unto the people. No more cries, no more sorrow.
So the healing is coming.
The healing is coming, man. It's coming into the earth.
That's right. And I will heal thee.
I will what?
I will heal thee of thy wounds.
Right. No more mental wounds, family. Come on.
Saith the Lord, because they call thee an outcast.
Come on.
Saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after.
Ooh, who that sound like?
Rightly accurate to a people they don't call the people today, huh? This was Zion and no man sought after? You telling me that these is the so-called Negroes that everybody thought was the last, and now it just became the first?
Woo! All praises, bro.
Tim? Oh, nah.
But make sure that your calling and your election sure. Make sure you fit in this.
Can't be lukewarm in this.
And we're gonna go to Isaiah 53. We're gonna close out with Isaiah 53, and then we'll close out with a prayer, and then we'll come back and chop it up with everybody. It's like right on time.
That's right, brother.
Isaiah 53.
Type in some 9s when you get there, family. Type in some 7s if you're getting some understanding. This was an outstanding class.
Yeah, outstanding, bro. It's straight, man. We'll wrap after this.
Isaiah 53. We're going to start at verse 4, family. Well, we're going to start at verse 1.
Yeah, we're going to start this from the top.
I got some 7s for some understandings. All praises. Hallelujah. They understand. Go some 9s when you get there. Isaiah 53. We're going to start at verse 1, family. All praises. All praises.
So this understand, so you can see that the Most High is not just created you, gave you dominion. You know what I'm saying? Not only did he send his son to die for you, not only time did he rescue you through all your troubles, not did he call your right mind when you was going through, you full of demons and devils, he healed you and then send you to be a testimony. You know what I'm saying? Not only is he wiping all your tears away.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? But he's going to not just that, he's going to heal you, restore you, and his healing is his salvation.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the most important part to understand, that how can we go against something that has done so this much for you
and promised you?
And there's so many other verses that we got to go to, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, but I think like the brothers did, they brought it home excellent. And I think this is a great way to end, you know what I'm saying, the class, is to understand that, you know what, I let the Bible speak. Let the Bible speak.
Right. They ready. Isaiah chapter 53, verse 1, family. With the Most High permission. Who have believed our report?
Question.
It's a question, right? What's the report, though?
Right.
Come on.
And to whom is the arm of the Lord's revealed?
Come on.
For he shall grow up before him.
But notice what he's saying, though, right? He said, who believed our report? Right? It says, to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? It says, to whom is the arm? Christ is what? At his right hand. At your right hand is connected to a what? An arm, right?
That's right.
Your right hand is connected to an arm, right? Verse 2 says, for he. Where is that he coming from? The he is coming from that arm that's been stretched out.
That's right, brother. Bring it out.
Come on.
For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant.
Come on.
And as a root out of a dry ground.
Come on.
He have no form.
He have what?
No form. Nor comeliness.
Right.
And when we shall see him.
When who shall see him?
When we.
It says when we, not I. When we shall see him. Come on.
There is no beauty that we should desire him.
So look, ain't nobody fit to be lusting over the Messiah.
That's right, because he came with a message.
Man, he came with a message, man. Look, at the end of the day, it goes to show you Israel always look after the outer cup. Because when they went out to Saul, man, they went after the outer cup. They looked at the outer man. The Most High looked at the inward man. Come on.
Verse 3. He is despised and rejected of men.
Look, who despised and rejected him? Right? The Pharisees did. They despised him and they rejected him. They didn't want to believe that he is the Messiah. He is who was prophesied about. That's why verse 1 said, who have believed our report. If they'd have read the Old Testament how they supposed to, they'd have knew that there was him.
Right.
But who have believed our report?
And then this is where the non-messianics, right, try to say that this person being talked about is figuratively Israel. It can't be.
It can't be.
When you sit there talking about he has grown up as a tender plant. So all Israel is uncomely now? You know what I'm saying? It's all Israel says, and listen, he is despised and rejected of men. So how can the whole Israel reject the whole Israel?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's just reachology, bro.
Right.
They some reachology.
Yeah, man. It's like, look, we beyond reaching. We beyond reaching, man. It's like, look, let's just apply. Let's just like really see what it is. Come on, real bro.
Verse 3 again.
Come on.
He is despised and rejected of men.
Plural.
A man of men. A man of sorrow.
A nation of sorrow.
A man.
A people.
A man.
It says a man of sorrow. Right? Come on.
And acquainted with grief.
Come on.
And we hid as it were our faces from him.
We hid what?
As it were our faces from him.
From him. Our is plural. Let us make man in our image.
That's
right?
Brother.
How can we say, okay, in the beginning it says, let us make man in our image. Now there's plural, but when it come here, we don't see the pluralness. Like, no. What it is.
Hey, man, straight up.
It says, look, let us make. It says, and we hid our faces from him. He had the spirit of God on him for you to be hiding from him. Right. What man have you hid from?
Right.
Come on.
He was despised.
Right.
And was esteemed, and we esteemed him not.
Come on.
Surely he have borne our griefs.
What? He
have borne our griefs.
Come on.
And carried our sorrow.
Come on.
Yet we did esteem him stricken.
Come on.
Smitten of Yhwh and afflicted.
Verse 5, bring it out.
But he was wounded for our transgression.
He was what?
Wounded for our transgression.
Look, it says he, singular, a man, was wounded for the nation of Israel's transgressions. Come on.
He was bruised for our iniquities.
Hey, look, why are we constantly going against God each and every day when the Messiah has already took that punishment for you? That's a question. Verse 1, who have believed our report, right? If you look at the New Testament report, this says what? The Messiah died for you once. He ain't gonna be stricken for you again. Come on.
The chastisement of our peace was upon him. Was upon him. And with his stripes we were healed.
And we are what?
Healed.
Come on.
All we like sheep have gone astray.
Everybody didn't want astray. Come on.
We have turned everyone to his own way.
We all didn't turn to our own ways. Come on.
And the Lord
don't exclude nobody.
That's right.
Come on.
And the Lord have laid on him the iniquity of us all.
Not one person.
Of us all.
Of everybody.
That's right.
He died for the nation of Israel. Come on.
Verse 7. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth.
Come on.
He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter.
He was brought, like when you bring your lambs to the slaughter, the whole duty is to what? Kill it.
Kill it.
Come on.
And as a sheep before her shearers is dumb, so he openeth not his mouth.
But when all this was going on, just like he never opened his mouth, he took it. He took it for what it was. Oh, that's it for that.
That's it for that.
That's it.
Pick a
So
song.
what we get to see, y'all, is that even when you was lost in sin and in sorrow, wretched, broken, yet did he love us enough that he took upon the stripes that was actually fitted and deserving of us. Right? When Adam got cursed, what did he have to do? By thorns and thistles, he had to do what? Work. What was put on the crown of our Messiah's head? Thorns and thistles. By the sweat of our brow, right above his brow. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Every stripe that we should have got, he took. You see what I'm saying? And he bore our shame to be a lamb, right? Remember it says that the blood of the man to be acquired by the beast. That's why it was figuratively, represented as a lamb.
Right.
And he went quiet to the slaughter.
Yep.
Just like Isaac, you know what I'm saying, was going to go quiet to the slaughter. You know what I'm saying? But he said, no, I provide myself a sacrifice.
That's right.
You wouldn't even see what was really happening.
That's like why we.
I was showing you what I'm going to do for you.
Right. It's like the whole time we heard, and the Most High, like, I'm right here.
See what I'm saying? Met you down here.
Right. I met you down. Stay low.
And all this for that creation. That he sent the first of his creation to die for his creation. That he might redeem you back to him. But there ain't no God. And he don't love you. Man, listen. We need to self-check ourselves.
That's right.
And evaluate what the Most High has done for us. Even right now, whole situation. All this lesson I'm listening to in the car, riding, and like, man, no matter what you're going through, it could have been, I could have got a call and she could have been gone. You see what I'm saying? She at home, the car at home, everything told, done, put together, reports are made. You know what I'm saying? And there's still peace.
Still peace, man.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
They come back and finish doing the work.
That's
right. They go home and finish doing the work.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And when you move like that, God is in control.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing to worry about.
It's nothing to worry
about. I ain't saying you don't get that stress.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You hop up, you know what I'm saying? But then anybody who's going through something, you have to ride to it and be already knowing that you got the victory in it.
That's right.
And be at peace.
Yep.
Because why? Because he loves you. He already gave you the victory and all the tools to win.
All the tools.
All you got to do is show up.
Yep.
And then let people know that, look, it's already finished. End is already made straight. In the end, you win. What's a car? Nothing. What's a life? We got that. Everything else is in between. So understand, man, listen, you walk with a mighty God. He loved you. He called you from the foundation, gave you dominion, and then no matter how far you went off, he's still going to reserve a remnant of you to come back and do what? Take dominion.
That's right. That's right, brother.
Gave you a body, going to give you a new body. Gave you the kingdom, going to give you a new kingdom. And everything in between, he blessed you. And whatever he chastened you for, he did it because he loved you.
Because he loved you.
And if his son had to come down and was appointed to die, we read the scripture, listen, I make dead, but I make alive. I take down, but guess what? I bring it right back up.
That's right.
So what are we complaining for?
There will be no excuse in the day.
No excuse, man. How can you hate a God that loves you this much?
Man, even made you to look like him.
In his own image.
Most powerful being in
man, again, man, double honors to y'all houses, man. I thank y'all for stepping up, man, and bringing this to the class. Cause no matter what we're going through, man, the work must go forth, which shows the sincerity that we have for our people. And listen, keep pressing for the kingdom. Now listen, no matter what happens, no matter what comes at you, and listen, even if you don't understand, His ways are not your ways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't nothing get by him. This didn't get by him. There's no accidents.
Right.
Not in his creation. You see what I'm saying? So listen, he got it all in control.
That's right.
You just got to line up and stand up.
Right.
How you want to do it? 103 is what I had earlier.
He
be ready, boy. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Look, the secret to getting the Psalms done is let Yhwh handle it. I do it every time. Yhwh is what we're gonna be talking about. I got a Psalm. He's the great Psalmalite.
Right. That comes from all that poetry. Are we gonna stop sharing it?
Yeah, stop sharing.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna close it out with Psalms 124, family, and then we're gonna come back and chop it up with y'all for a second, and then we're gonna get up out of here, and then most I'm willing, we link up this Shabbat.
Right.
Then we'll be doing local and abroad.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing local and abroad, family. Local and abroad.
So they're gonna be going live tomorrow. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, so you're
had the best of both worlds.
Yeah, best of both worlds, family. Hey, the work must always be done.
Right.
Work must always be done, family.
Time to get up and face that East, family.
We're gonna close out with Psalms 124, family, and get back to it. Be all praises, bro. Man, this world straight ball. I was reading, bro, and straight bringing tears to my ass, bro. I had to straight Paul, like, stop, bro.
I'm already there with you, bro.
Like, for real, bro.
Thanking the Most High, you hear me?
You have to. Right, bro. It's like, man, who are we not to thank you?
I'm already there with you, bro.
It's Psalms 124, a song of degrees of David. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Blessed be the Lord, who have not given us a prey to their teeth. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken, and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of the Most High, who made heaven and earth. Hallelujah! Selah! Yahweh! Right. Great lesson, my brother.
Oh, praise to the Holy God.
Great lesson. I got
Oh, Hebrew Lika light.
Right. There you go. Just light.
Oh, Hebrew Lika light.
my life's name, boy.
Oh, man. Oh.
Shalom, my family. How y'all doing?
Definitely grateful, man, that y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, man, but y'all here with us. I'll come over. I'll share a little spotlight with my brother. Yeah, man. So thank y'all for all the prayers, man. The wife is all right. Well, as well could be expected. We'll get everything else together and get it together. But she kind of a strong woman like that, though. So I'm finna rush up out of here. Just want to make sure, everybody is fed. I try to be every place I can at one time. I ain't kind of got that omnipresent thing down pat yet, but
not just yet.
Not just yet, man. I'm working on it. But yeah, man. Material.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's it.
But we got life. So yeah, man. HONORANDHUMILITY, where that picture at, man? HONORANDHUMILITY had to do the Nazarite vow, bro. Oh yeah. He did it. They hit a bump in the road. He had to even go deeper. Oh yeah, boy.
Yeah, I know that life. I know that life, brother.
Yeah, but anybody got any questions about anything in class, man? It's on your mind, your spirit, chop it up with you for a little second. My brothers kept it under 4 hours. I told you it was going to be short. Aha.
It's short.
Well, man,
Look, I ain't pulling no NehemiYAH long winner like, What you be saying? What's that? No, the other one.
Which one?
It be like something. It sounds like UTD a little bit.
That's
it.
Yeah, boy. Hey, I got from the movie Crew, man. We got so many children, boy. You watch all the little TV shows.
Boy, I was thinking about that today. This is how you think about your brothers, man. I was at the crib with my babies, and I was thinking about
Hey, look, total rabbi for my other wife, Kaya. All praises, man. I'm talking about when I tell you that woman held it down with her sister until I got on that scene and saw her all the way through while I was there. So
all praise.
I don't want to say double portion to my own house. But listen, man, listen.
Hey, double portion to your crib, bro.
That's right, brother.
Hey, man, may the Lord bless that woman there, boy. Definitely blessed me. So she held it down, got on my head, then kept me calm. So she was like playing phone tag. 3 ways, 2 ways, 4 ways. She actually brought the party line back. She had about 17 people on the phone. All right, maybe not 17.
Had a few.
Yeah, but she navigated everything. So total bye for my little Kaya Straughter, keeping it together, holding her sister down, and she holding it down for me while I'm out here till I get back home. So I'm going ahead about we'll leave this up here for the moment or whatever like that. Oh, I need to figure out how to do this thing. We'll talk.
Yeah.
All right, family. If y'all ain't got no questions for us, anything else, we're gonna go ahead and call her a night. Again, man, thank y'all for coming out, sitting with us for a taste. And definitely let these brothers get on home back to their families, because another thing we realize is how important family is and how quick things can change, man. How quick things can change.
With that being said, family, we love y'all indeed and in truth. Really meditate on this lesson, man. This lesson was really needed, especially for I speak for man, I speak for myself. Like, it had me sit back and really straight thinking about a lot of things, man. So with that being said, look, love y'all indeed and in truth, man. Most High willing, we'll see y'all this Shabbat. Y'all willing.
Yahoo. Good job, bro. I got you.
Okay. Oh man, I ain't even using that mouse. I've been using.
Yeah, he said something in the chat.
I saw him say the mouse.